Welcome to the Smoking Word. Welcome to the Smoking Word.
Well, what's happening? Happy holidays, everybody. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles live. Super excited about today's show. Let's get right down to it. My co-host today from Madball, you might know him from Hazen Street, and of course you know him from the Smokin Word podcast, Mr. Hoya Rock. Brother.
You left out Chippendales, by the way. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Like I was telling you before, Merry Christmas, Happy Chanukah, my nigga, and all that other shit.
Hey, yo, happy Boxing Day, bro.
Yo, shout out to all my boxers out there. But we just found out that Boxing Day ain't about Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali.
What the fuck's Boxing Day, bro? Anybody out there know a little bit about Boxing Day? Let us know. Like, what the fuck? Boxing Day turns out is like it's like you box up gifts.
Yeah, you box up gifts. It's the same thing. Forget it. Long story. The English. Shout out to Knuckle Dust, by the way. Shout out to the business and everybody out there.
Yeah. It's Canadian, right? It's Canadian. It's
if you ask the English is English. You ask the Canadians, whatever. CasaDeRock.com.
Yeah, that's right. Perhaps it's Boxing Day, and you're looking for.
That's something to box. Let's go.
Hold on, I got Roger Moret texting me. Let me see. Maybe we could get him on the show.
Let's see if Sandy, like a stigma would say, Santa Claus is real. Yo, listen, everybody. I'm glad we finally got to do this. Me and Drew been talking about doing this, and I said, he actually told me, let's do this shit for the end of the year. And I said, this is a good way to end of the year with family, since we can be all around the little campfire eating marshmallows or whatever you people do, crisping tofu or whatever. Let me ask you, vegans, are marshmallows still allowed? Or no?
I don't know. Is there dairy products in marshmallows?
I don't know. I'm asking for a friend.
I don't think there's any dairy products in Oreos or anything anymore.
No, Oreos are vegan, I think.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my grass eaters out there, my vegans, man, for real. Shout out to you guys too.
Wow, the world has changed, right?
Yeah, it got uglier. It got greener and uglier. But definitely, lately I've been having a shout out to Organic fucking Grill always. Shout out to fucking everybody organic. You know what I mean? I'm in.
There are vegan marshmallows, Gina says.
Oh shit, there you go.
Oh, here you go. Boxing Day is which servants, tradespeople, and the poor traditionally were presented with gifts.
Damn, they had the I'm still learning about this tradespeople and what do you call it? Non-binaries and whatever.
How you boys doing, bro?
They're good. Thank God. My boys are good. That's the main thing. They had a good Christmas and they were mad happy, so they're happy. I'm happy, and just getting ready for next year. It's always the Christmas always marks off. Once you pass that, it's like okay, the finish line for the year, and then it's like okay, now what do we do?
Your boy Monster will be ripping it up on stage soon. Are you playing with Powerhouse?
Oh yeah. We have a couple of shows with Powerhouse at the end of January in Pennsylvania, and I think upstate New York. I'm a little confused on what's why. I usually look on Instagram to see where I'm playing, and but I know we got some stuff, and I just literally saw that we're playing some shows, I guess, in Cleveland. So go Cleveland.
Why not? Hey, let's do what's going on with this guy right here. What's up, man?
What's up?
Yeah,
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Hoya. What's up?
The man behind the fucking.
Is that a Chacho's Tacos hat?
It is. God bless them. They found me a hat big enough for my head. Love these guys.
What's that book I saw you had? Show us that book.
Well, I'm working on a little something. This is a prototype of what I think is one of the most historic days in hardcore.
Look at that.
Right here.
Whatever it is, I'm in.
Not only you in, but you're in it. I mean, let me find a good shot here. This was such a day. And here you go. Look at this guy right here. Here we go. Boom.
Hey, everybody, I demand that you go out and buy this book now. But listen, that's a dope shot, by the way. I'm doing some Pavarotti shit.
Oh, yeah, singing like a bird. This was the kind of day, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That says it all right there. That says it all right there.
What I want to do is I want to go around to all of the musicians and the people that was there and get everybody to give their 2 cents on what they saw and what they felt. And I want to make that book happen. It's kind of something I've been thinking about since before it happened. But I think this is just a beautiful day.
You're gonna make it happen. That's great right there.
I'll buy you out, bro.
It was something though, and I'm 6 days in.
I know about these books, bro. I just did one, bro.
See that? So we got to talk, you and me.
Yeah.
If it got pictures, I'm in. Yeah,
right. Hey, let's do photo of the day.
Yes.
And listen, I think it's no secret. If you don't know who this dude is, I think you're living on another planet. But
yes,
here we go.
Unplug your computer now.
Let's chop it up. Photo of the day. There you go. A bass player, right?
Oh yeah.
Does anybody out there know who this is? There you go.
Drum roll, please.
Yo, gotta shout out Richie Crutch right now.
Richie, I'm gonna check out these comments. I'm fucking.
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? Look, your boy Eric. Look, there's your boy Eric on there.
Oh, let's get this room cracking. I'm learning this. I'm new to this side.
Come on, man.
Come on. All right, listen, everybody. Let's get this cracking. But listen, since like I said, we couldn't be all around the freaking Chinooka tree or whatever it is we guys could do to celebrate nowadays. This is it right now. So
this is it.
Listen, what else you gonna do? We got Wi-Fi. You motherfuckers got an hour or two to kill. You all right? Trust me.
Is it Willie Nelson? Is it John Bon Jovi? Is it Clive Burton? Is it Alabama?
Black Anvil. Alabama.
Is it Kenny Rogers? Kenny Rogers been dead a while, I think.
What up?
Is it Lenny? Is it Wendy O? All right.
Eggs.
It's God. That's a good one.
There we go.
It's God. Yo, nothing for nothing, but God is playing a pretty serious Rickenbacker bass in that picture.
It's crazy. Definitely.
All right. Is it a legend? It is a legend.
Lenny.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Is it our Lord and Savior? Good one. All right. Is it General Grant?
John Denver.
It sort of looks like General Grant a little.
It does.
Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant. One of them.
Happy birthday, Lemmy.
Michelle knows what's
shot.
up.
Here's another shot. I want to do one a little. Yeah, this one's a little different. Here you go. Tell us about what this is, Stephen.
You know what? This was the last time I got to see Motorhead, actually, and this was, I think, back in 2012. They did what was called the Gigantour with Megadeth, Motorhead, Volbeat, Lacuna Coil. And it was under the garden at the what are they calling that? The theater back then?
Paramount used to be the Paramount, right?
It had a whole bunch of names. I always think of it as the Felt Forum myself.
Felt Forum, that's what I know it as.
You know,
yeah.
But this was awesome because of all the years I'd seen Motorhead, this was the first time I got into the photo pit, and I was just thrilled. And they just, no offense to Megadeth, but going on after Motorhead is usually not a successful endeavor, and Motorhead just crushed it. They were so good. And he, this was, he lived a while after this, but they just were amazing. And
he lived.
Yeah, dude lived hard.
He lived enough for all three of us.
Oh yeah. And the coolest thing was when I was walking.
Speaking of hard living, Danny Diablo, I see you out there. You're coming on soon.
Shit.
Oh shit! One more time, happy Chanukah. Speaking of Danny Diablo.
The coolest thing about that day was when I showed up early, all the Motorhead gear was just sitting outside, and it's just like nobody was watching it. It was like behind a little thing, and you saw like his, that Murder One head on his bass head, and I was just like, if I only had a hand truck, this would be in my basement right now.
You know what's funny? We were lucky to be able to play some festivals with them, and I got a picture. One of the last shows they played in Europe next to their banner before they went on. We went on they were going on, a couple bands after us, so it was good to just take a post up by their banner.
Nice.
So, shout out to Motorhead, man.
Yeah. Now, as a bass player, where does he stand in your influence?
You know what it is? It's funny because I think I appreciate him more the older I get for how much I'm like him. We are meat and potatoes guys, but we're into writing songs. We have our own style, but we're not the prettiest. So it's like every day I become more and more Lemmy-like, and I'm good with that.
That's a great thing to aspire to.
Hey, let me tell you, I got a story about this picture right here. Right, me and my brother were we were interviewing people for the Nativity in Black Sabbath tribute record. If you remember that Biohazard had that kickoff track After Forever.
They killed it.
Yeah, they killed it, and there was some great tracks on there. So we were doing interviews for that, for like an EPK or whatever. Me and my brother, and we go interview Lemmy, and he's really sort of down and miserable and just sort of and we sit him down, we get in front of him with the camera, the lights, and he's just, I'm thinking, wow, I don't, this ain't going to go good. He just seemed really not into it. And so then he goes, hold on a second, mate. And he takes this thing out of his pocket and he puts it right here, and he goes, and then he goes, and then he has what was he drinking? The whiskey.
Jack and Coke.
He goes, pow, and he goes, pow, and then he goes, and he goes, okay, let's do it. And he was on point.
Listen,
on point.
Frank Sinatra did it his way. Lemmy did it his way.
And Frank was a Jack Daniels guy too.
I salute them all.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a rare clean shaven shot you got of him, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Damn, I was like,
Eric. That's it. Yeah, it was. He was like, he just dumped it out on his hand and went.
That's hard. He's again to the end. He went out how he wanted to.
Yeah, he went out with his boots on, yo.
For sure, and better, even greater for the legend,
Yeah.
Speaking of going out with your boots on. What's going on with Sid the Kid?
Sid,
there you go.
Going on?
There you
go. Sid, you're still in London, bro?
Oh yeah. I'm still here.
Yeah, you should put bars in front of his little.
And it'll be like, let me the fuck out.
So Sid, let me get this straight, Sid. You've been sitting in a hotel room in London now for a week because you turned up COVID positive and you can't get on the plane and come home. Is that right?
Pretty much.
He's in a London dungeon.
Yep.
And that's a tribute to Benny Hill for those who don't know what the fuck that photo is about. You got to come on. You have to, I'm on the River Thames. It's only,
Eric.
It's only fucking fitting that I do that one photo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the Benny Hill for sure.
And
Hey,
that's
I want
all
to
I've been
bring.
watching
I
since
want
I've been here.
Yo, hold on. I want to bring a friend of ours on. You know him. You love him. We're excited. He's going to come on for a minute and say hi. From Agnostic Front, Mr. Roger Moret. Buddy!
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I'm having a hard time finding
Merry Christmas, Roger.
What's going on? Merry Christmas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
You guys are so low. It's hard to hear you guys.
Well, put some ear-
Maybe your headphones are low.
Roger.
How you
Yo.
doing, buddy?
Is that Hoya? I can barely see. Yo, this is Hoya. What's up, guys?
What
How are
up,
you,
Roger?
man?
Steve that's Sid too. What's going on, guys?
Yo, Sid is
Oh,
stranded in London, man.
You're in London?
He's stranded
Yes.
in London. He's got
Look-
COVID. He can't come
Look
home.
here, I tested positive about a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get
Seeing
better.
all-
You know,
Seeing
get
all
home.
all these bands that we grew up on, Roger, and you know what? I would do it again.
I hear you. How
Hey,
the hell
Sid. Hey, Sid.
how do you get your face centered in this damn thing? Oh, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Oh,
There you
Hey,
go.
Sid.
Nice.
This is
Oh, that's
probably
Waddy.
Sid. This is probably the moment that you got COVID right here, bro.
No, probably not.
This is
You're lucky that's
probably
all-
the
You're
moment
lucky
right
that's all you
here
got.
where you
I know, right,
breathed
Roger?
it
You
in.
got crabs that minute.
You should
No,
check for
truth be told,
scabies.
because
Nah, I'm only
I-
kidding.
you know,
I love Waddy. I just had to
I
say.
I went to 13 shows, 13 shows in 14 days. Went to 5 Cocky Reject shows, 3 UK sub shows. Saw Discharge, saw The Exploited.
Good for
A
you.
couple
You
local
got me
shows.
10 variants from all that shit.
Probably, but you know what? Look, it goes on to say we've all been in that bathroom with CBs.
That's Charlie. How's Charlie Harper doing, bro?
Charlie's doing great. I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
because
but
of the
here's
whole
a
COVID
question for all you
restriction.
guys.
Go ahead, Roger.
We've all been to the bath. We've all been to the bath of CBs, but who has actually sat on a throne?
You.
You know,
You.
while shit's been happening, while people
You,
coming
you,
out.
and you know who else? Evan Seinfeld.
You. Two of the nasty, two of New
Yo.
York hardcore's nastiest.
Hoya's been to my basketball game.
Oh,
Remember the Daisy Dukes?
listen, this is a family show. Listen, it's a family show. People love it.
Manson
Yeah,
family.
Roger had a Daisy Duke phase in his life. It wasn't too pretty.
Hey, hey, Ann says hi. Ann May says hi,
Oh,
Roger.
say I can't see any comments or nothing, but how did
Shout out to
everybody?
Ann.
Yeah. So, Roger, tell us how you doing, man. We love you. We miss you, man.
Uh,
Give it a little update.
I'm much better, bro. I really am. I got a lot of clearance to do a lot of stuff, so I'm doing good. You know, I was able to start walking 2 weeks ago, and that was good. And I went to the doctor last Friday and gave me some more clearance. And there's a couple of things I'm still dealing with, but he feels very positive about, you know, give it a few more months. Hopefully, you know, I'll get past those things, and just got to keep checking every 3 months. I'm one, and the other 2 I have to check every 6 months, but I feel good. I feel good.
Oh yeah,
Good. We're glad. Everybody's okay in the family?
Yeah, we're all okay. You know, just getting through. It's been a hard year for all of us. You know, you could just imagine, just getting through all that, and then getting through Christmas. You know, uplifting and try to get, you know, just try to get right. It's been a crazy hard year, but you know, I'm optimistic. I like to feel like things are going to get a lot better. Hopefully 2022 is going to get better. I said that in 2021, and you know, it's just a roller coaster, but it is what it is. You know, some of us are still with us. Some of us have sadly left, you know, but let's hope things get better, you know.
Hey, another old friend of ours wants to say hi, Mr. Danny Lilker.
Yeah.
Danny, what's up?
Guys,
What's
how's it
up?
going?
How you doing, Danny?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. What do you got? You know, I'm one of the chosen people, so I chose to have some fucking wine. So
Yeah, there you go.
hey, Real quick, I got a Lemmy Motorhead story I'd like to share.
Sure, go ahead.
In 2015, Nuclear assaulted some festivals in Europe. We played the Barcelona Rock Fest. Motorhead played right before us on another stage in the same big field, and we had to go out after Motorhead because, Steven, you were saying that's no fun, but we had to. Anyway, while we were warming up, I discovered to my delight that Motorhead tunes to E flat just like we do, because as I was warming up, I was able to play Motorhead riffs, the same ones that are playing really loud. And then there was like 10 or 20 kids who were watching us set up because they wanted a good spot. And I'm going over to them going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go watch Motorhead. And when they ended their set spontaneously, they had a big, long drone. And because we had the same tuning, what we did is we made this natural sieg. As they faded out, people started walking over to our stage, and we picked up the slack and started droning the exact same note. So it was kind of cool. It was like a handoff.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
That's a segue.
awesome.
Yeah, and then 5 months later, he was no longer with us. So
Oh, man.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I
My
didn't-
Motorhead story, Danny, I think it was 1986. Yeah, it was 86. We just released Cause for Alarm, and we went to go New Orleans to play with them. I think Halloween played. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember, but it didn't go over too well. They were on that Locomotive tour, like the album The Locomotive, I think, because I
No,
remember
Orgasmatron. That one.
that damn train setting up on the
Yeah,
stage. I was
yeah.
like, when could we put our equipment up there? We got to go on first, So then we go on, and it didn't last long. They cut us off really quickly. The album just came out. The place is going nuts. This is a stadium in New Orleans, The place is going nuts, and it cut us off. I took my bottle of water through it. So I'm like, fuck you, whatever. And then all the other bands played, and then Motorhead went to play, and there was heavy slam dancing going on. I for some reason, Lemmy wasn't about it, So he started fucking with people, telling people, oh, quit that punk rock slam dancing shit, and fuck, a full blown riot happened. They flipped the Motorhead bus to the side. It was
Oh,
crazy.
Jesus.
Wow.
And we were supposed to be on that tour. The next day we were
Not on the tour.
we got thrown out of the tour. They accused us of starting a riot. We didn't do shit, But and then I think if I remember correctly, Chronicles took over that tour. But it was that's my Motorhead story.
Wow.
What year was that, Roger?
1986.
Oh, so that was the tour then. Okay, that's
That was the Cause for Alarm tour, the very beginning.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? I gotta go because I'm supposed to take my son to return.
Go ahead.
Christmas
We're just
gift.
glad you stopped
But,
by.
hey, I
Yeah,
wanna say-
Roger.
Yeah, brother, I love you guys all. Hoya, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, reach out. I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah, we
All
talk.
right, I love you guys. Be good. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody out there listening, and let's hope for the best. I'm glad you guys are still around. I'm glad I see all your faces. Love you guys, bro.
Love you, Raj. We talk.
We love you too, Roger. We'll
Love
talk
you,
to you
Roger.
soon.
Be good.
Take care.
Take care, Raj.
There you have it.
The best part about that is they said that they accused us of starting a riot and kicked us off, and then they put the Cro-Mags on that tour.
Hey, do
I was
you remember this show at the Palladium?
I was at
Speaking of
this show.
riots, Agnostic Front, Nuclear Assault. Any memories of this, Danny?
Shit, what year would that have been?
I think it was
Nin-
87.
No. That was 92. 92.
Oh, 92.
It was later.
92. I was at this
I didn't
show.
go to shows till 88. I'm a later guy, and I was at that because mad
Okay.
people got fucked up at that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were on stage too. That right when everyone's fucking bum rush the stage, screaming skinhead.
I don't know
skinhead."
nothing. I don't know nothing.
All right, 92. Lenny and John tell me it
Yeah.
was 92.
That
Well,
would
he says, I was at that show at the Palladium, the riot show in
Gigi
92.
Allen's brother Merle filmed that entire show.
Merle Allen.
It's on YouTube.
This is 30 years ago as of next
Yeah.
month.
Oh,
Wow.
don't say that, man. That shit gave me a stomach ache right now. You said
During the Murphy's Law set, the bouncers were getting stupid. Jimmy basically at the end of the set, he mooned them, and then he did literally a fucking swan flip dive off the stage.
Oh,
Man.
what a great show.
I'm not sure I was there, dudes. I think I might have joined Brutal Truth by then. You're talking June 9th.
Oh.
I I think I was on the campaign for musical destruction.
Was there a nuclear assault without Danny Lilker?
Briefly, there was this dude Scott Metaxas.
I did not know that. I thought nuclear assault started and ended with Danny Lilker.
Well, it didn't end with me the first time.
Yeah, right.
It did. I don't know. It's going to sound fucked up, but they did limp along a little bit afterwards. And I'm not saying that all because Danny wasn't in the band, but that's pretty much what happened. Because
Lenny says Lenny from Crazy 8 says, Danny, you played that show. I remember.
Okay, so there you go. I bet you people there like Koya with some good weed, and I don't remember shit.
There you go. Hey Sid, back to you here. Is this who's this?
That's GBH.
You saw GBH?
Nice.
40, God, fucking over 40 years, and they're still fucking doing it. And they honestly, that show crowd was a little tame, but they were on fucking point from beginning to end. They only played like a 35-minute set, 40-minute set. Mm-hmm. They were on point from beginning to end. Everything sounded like it did 20 years ago. Like they might be old, but they still fucking they still bring that fucking A game 100%. I mean, they tuned down one step down, the tempo slightly slower, but it's hard as fuck. And again, this of all the shows, the 13 shows I've been to, this specific show was the fucking most insane show. Now, for those who've seen The Exploited maybe in the last 5 years, especially with Waddy and Wooly literally having heart attacks on stage at two different shows.
That's hardcore.
Seeing them, this is the first time I've seen them since 2005, I want to say.
Did they do songs off that record? What's that record I like?
Yeah, they played Fuck the System. But see now, you listen to that record, it's all metal, double kick. Everything.
I love that record, man.
But if you watch them now, and I know they're planning to come over to the States in May, God willing, they're planning to do some East Coast and West Coast states. Anybody's gonna go see them now, it's literally, and it sounds kind of weird sometimes, but they say what is old is new again. They literally sounded like they did back in 1983. It's hard, it's punk, it's got that metal tip.
Hey, if you didn't get COVID from Waddy, you probably got it at this thing, man.
No, like I said, Drew, a lot of people will, I'm not gonna go on this whole spiel, but I took almost every single precaution possible, which I did. But you know what?
And
all you gotta really do is be careful.
Last shot from your journey here. This is our boy JJ in Discharge, right?
Nice.
Yep. And the one show that I wanted to see more next to the Exploited show was just to see Rainey play bass. Because if it wasn't for Rainey, for Lemmy, for Daryl, for all these guys that we grew up on, well, me being a bass player too, next to Hoya and Danny, I wouldn't be doing what the fuck I do.
All right, let's not get melodramatic, bro.
Hey, I'm not getting melodramatic. I speak the truth. I speak the truth, Drew.
Dude, I saw Discharge at Obscene Extreme a few years ago at Czech Republic, mostly grind festival. And I can't tell you, I got to second what Sid said and fucking third and fourth it, because as far as Rainey sound, between Rainey and fucking Lemmy, and just for my inspiration and shit.
Was Terry Bones playing with him?
Yeah, but I never saw.
Shout out to my brother Terry Bones.
I know Discharge went through that kind of strange little Led Zeppelin-esque phase back in.
Whatever. You want to call it that?
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna stay, diplomatic on that shit. And just saying that when I saw Discharge for the first time a few years ago, I was standing beside the stage and I got a fucking lump in my throat, dude. I felt like, they did it properly, and it was a fucking beautiful thing. And the next morning, I had a coffee and a cigarette with them in the fucking back patio of the hotel in the Czech Republic, and man. I felt a little fanboyish, to be honest.
Yeah, no, cool. And speaking of that really quick, Danny, even that show, after they played, they did their thing. I hung out with Rainey for like 20 minutes. We just talked about bass, about his sound. And I'm just in my head, I'm going, holy shit. 14-year-old me never, ever would have fucking thought that that moment would have fucking happened, and it did.
Well, now that you're living there, Sid, you got plenty of time to catch up with these people, man.
Well, don't be surprised I just jump on and say, who the fuck is this knucklehead DJ Fucking fire him because I'm the fucking DJ. What the fuck, dude?
All right. Hey, Steven, we'll catch up with you later. Sid, we'll catch up with you later in the show.
Absolutely.
All
Oh,
right?
wait, Drew, really quick, Drew.
What?
Was there one last thing?
We'll do it later. We'll do it later.
All right.
Just like that.
Nice. Look, I got all the screen room.
Kaiser Sose.
Just exactly. Just like that.
Hey, you know what? I think it's time, man. I think it's time that we brought on an international superstar, man.
Drum roll, please.
Pow! Queens represent.
Another.
I can't hear you, man.
We can't hear you.
We don't hear you. We don't hear you.
Listen, this could be a.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, fuck this fucking microphone shit. What's up?
What's happening?
What's up, dude?
How you guys doing?
Good.
How you
Again, I'm
doing?
doing my show.
Shout out to Hoya Rock. Hoya, look
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. I was I was in Astoria, Queens yesterday for my girl's family for Christmas.
Good. Okay. It's like a Queen's. It's like a Queen's show. Like show of hands.
The only borough that matters is Queens.
Wait. Show of hands. Who was born in Queens?
Yeah, I was born in Manhattan.
I was born in Manhattan.
Yo, the two Jews, me and Danny Luke, are born in Queens. The other two guys in front.
I was born in Metropolitan Hospital.
What's that?
I was born in Flowers.
98th Street, East Side, Spanish Harlem, the beginning of Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
No, I was born at Kew Gardens, but the hospital's not even there no more. I think they burned it to the ground afterwards.
Oh man.
Hey Hoya, how far back you go with Danny? How did you meet Danny?
With which Danny?
Danny Diablo. I'm sorry, Danny Diablo.
Well, like, all right, he's gonna tell you. We tell the story 1,000 times. He always does. There's always 3 versions, but I'll tell you the real version, the truth. Basically, we ran into each other at a record shop.
Numbers for records.
Numbers Records. It was like a famous record shop.
Jackson
they
Heights.
really had underground records at in our neighborhood, and
Jackson Heights.
So one day we were looking at the records, and it was me and Beto, and we crossed this redheaded guy who was dressed like me because we were dressed like skins, and he was with another Asian guy, and we gave each other dirty looks as we walked by each other, and then we kind of kept it moving. Fast forward, he runs into MQ doing graffiti, right? They're like, who are you? Who are you? I'm MQ, blah, blah, blah. We end up all meeting up, going to hang out to meet up the same people. We realize it's each other. It's kind of like, hey, what's up? What's up? Some guy was gonna beat up Ezek, and then I had to save him. This guy
tell the story for the real story.
Look,
check this out. Check this out.
Look, all right, long story short. Hold on, let me finish. I'll tell the truth. So what happens is, this is the truth. What happens is we go to hang out with all the fellas. Me and MQ roll up, and Ezek rolls up. We don't know each other. And then as he's walking up and we're all talking, this one kid, I forgot his name, but he was a kid who used to hang out with the other guys. He ends up stepping to Ezek right in front of me and MQ. Now we're all meeting for the first time right now. And the guy basically tells Ezek, like, yo, man, you went over me. So me and MQ are looking at each other, and then we're looking at them like, no, what are you gonna do? Like kind of looking at E. We're like, oh, well, something's gonna pop off. And then Ezek was like, yes, so and then we look at the other dude like, what are you gonna do now? Then we started laughing, and then
we all started laughing.
And here we go, 30 years later.
Is that right? Is that right, Ezek?
Yeah, definitely. It was funny. I bumped into MQ on the train while I was taking pictures of my graffiti. I was taking pictures on the tracks of graffiti on the 7 train. And
it all kind of happened and weird because we saw each other, then MQ ran into him, and then we ended up hanging out. It all kind of happened like boom, boom, boom. Like
Numbers of Records was the store that my mother used to go to all the time for Spanish music, and His hip hop was all metal.
Listen,
metal,
you could
thrash,
find from
action.
you could find from merengue records to Screwdriver records.
Where was
is
this,
in
Hoya?
Jackson
Where
Heights,
was this
Queens.
place?
The Jackson
Where
Heights
was
on 37th Avenue on 80-something streets.
Yeah, yep.
That sounds
Insane. They had collectors. They would have all the real shit. It was like Bleecker Bob's, like just as good. Like for us, you know, we were like, man, this is our neighborhood, this is our backyard, and they had all imports and 7 inches, even some demos and shit. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, Daddy, you remember the Music Box, Union Turnpike in Utopia? You remember that place? Can't hear you.
Yeah, he's muted. Hold on, I don't know why.
Okay.
Yo,
got
you muted yourself, Isaac.
Oh,
There you go.
listen, only I can mute myself. But yeah, I remember on the one on Union Turnpike.
There it goes again.
Speaking of Beto, yo, shouting out Rob Rosario down there
Dominican.
in Jersey. Yep.
Dirty Dominican.
Dominicans.
Mofongo crew.
Yo, but
There you
listen,
go.
Drew, check this out.
Yeah.
When I used to go to Numbers of Records, I used to go with my boy Demetrius, JM1 DMS, and he's a tall
JM.
Greek metalhead. We used to go there all the time. And Hoya and Beto, they used to walk by us. And I'd be like, yo, look at these weirdos. And
It was me and Beto. Listen.
From the other neighborhood. And
No, listen, it was right. It was me and Beto. But it was you and Woody, wasn't it? Or you and JM?
It was me, Woody, and JM.
Okay. Yo, it was 3 against 2, yo. You already saw how we get down.
There you go.
Oh, man.
We were like 16, 15 years old or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
15 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac, what's going on with this?
What? Oh, that's my hair. I did a video. I did a
He
video
goes,
in
"That's my
LA.
hair."
And right there, that video, Stefan Oreo was taking pictures of my lady in the train tracks over there. She did a big photo shoot. My girlfriend Alexandra Rose did a big photo shoot with Stefan Oreo in the LA River, and fucking we did a video while they
Is that Cleveland? What, Milwaukee?
No, that's fucking LA, nigga.
Yo, the chat room's on fire.
That's Los Angeles.
Chat room fucking crew over here.
Is this your new release?
No, that came out like 6 months ago.
Damn, what was I thinking?
Who knows?
You know what? You got to update your shit, bro.
Update my shit, nigga. I just came back from LA for the 4th time. You know? I just came back from LA. Fucking, I got the band Concrete Dream that I managed. When I managed, I got signed to Suburban Noise Records. So
you're managing Concrete Dream?
Yep.
Have mercy. Wow.
You ever heard of Suge Knight?
Yeah. Maybe you should manage me, man.
Oh, I would W manage you. You gotta get rid of Sid the Kid.
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican heat miser. That's a good one. You had the Puerto Rican heat miser hair, somebody said. That's true, and that picture's kind of hard.
I did a vid. I went out to LA that time also. I did an interview with Adam 22 from No Jumper, the biggest podcast in the world, next to Joe Rogan's.
Hey, there's a connection. Danny Lilko, you're up in Rochester, right?
Yes, I am.
There's a little bit of a connection. I see that Madball and The Take, Thursday, February 10th, are playing at the club at Water Street.
I see that.
Yeah.
Hoya,
I guess we'll be in Rochester.
is this the first you're hearing of this, Hoya?
No, I saw it earlier on Instagram. That's where I first learned about it. But yeah, everybody, if it makes you feel better out there, I'm learning about these shows as you go. So shout out to whoever's posting on shows.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I'll definitely be there. And there hasn't been any shows obviously there haven't been any fucking shows anywhere with all this COVID shit. But even before COVID, there wasn't shit at this place for years. So somebody must have taken it over. So, yeah. As
Yo,
the-
Hoya, is Rochester a madball hotspot?
Yeah, you know, wherever there's white trash, bearded people, there's madball people there. You know what I mean? We end there. We love white trash. We love beards. We love fucking biscuits.
I got
He's like, why you laughing? He's like talk shit about the white trash, but he, you know, in his heart, he has a fucking room for them.
And you're playing. This is the night before you're playing Ohio, right?
Speaking of white trash, shout out to all my Clevelanders,
Yeah.
beards, flannels. I love it.
Shout
Yo,
out to
it's
Cleveland.
That's Danny
Cleveland
Diablo.
rocks.
Go ahead. What?
Cleveland rocks.
Hey, shout out to Cleveland. Word up.
Shout
Let me
out to
tell you, Cleveland got a lot of history, man. They get forgotten about it, you know, sometimes with how deep with this hardcore shit they got, you know, that it's crazy. It gets forgotten about. Even with myself, I'm like, I learned about some of these bands and you forget they were like from Ohio and Cleveland, and they're like some of the early sperm cells on some of these.
Yeah. Well, Cleveland. Hey, Danny, you're clicking. Diablo, you're clicking. When you're not talking, I gotta mute you, Danny Diablo. Here is, you know who's coming on the show? Your boy, bro.
Yeah, the second best looking guy in Madball.
Yeah. Mike's coming on the show, man.
You know, that's good. That's good. He's good. That's, you know, he's a killer. You know, he's a killer with a smile. He's a good. You know, that's the Axeman. You're right there. But good shit. Good shit.
How did you guys hook up with Mike?
We were like, it was funny because we had a show. He was filling in for my boy Mav and Wisdom in Chains, and we had a show in Europe together, right? And at the time, we were already looking for a guitarist, so we knew. Obviously, we know the Wisdom stuff, and then we were like, okay, let's see who this kid filling in is, and we saw that he killed it, and and then we were like, the light bulbs went off. Touch base with Richie from Wisdom and Joe. They were like, yo, he's a great dude, great guitarist, and they know how we get down. We're like, there's a certain type of animal to kind of tour with us. They got to be able to be in a van, got to be able to like keep moving, play in front of 10 people or 10,000. You got to be ready for it all,
Sure.
And not expect nothing, kind of thing. And he's a great dude, so and he fit in perfect. So shout out to Ganari.
Good. What else you got going on, Isaac?
Just living life.
That's it.
Starhead Records dropping in February 14th, Valentine's Day.
That's a good day. That's good. That's a good day for a Danny Diablo record.
It's an EP called Generators of Violence. Starhead Generators of Violence. It's on Force 5 Records. We did 5 new songs. It's hard as fuck. Same shit, different day.
Makes sense. Hey, Danny Lilker, you guys are playing. You're doing a Black and Blue Upstate show, right? Tell us about this.
Yeah, because you guys were actually talking about Cleveland hardcore, and I was going to mention that we're playing with Ringworm soon.
Hell yeah, Ringworm.
There you go.
Ernest.
So yeah, this show that you're looking at here, I'm gonna have to put on my fucking glasses, and like me, you got to do this shit. Okay, yeah. So this is the Brick by Brick release party, and damn, whole bunch of fucking bands on here. And what appears to be an evil vulture. Yeah. Well, when Nuclear, like for instance, I saw Isaac a couple of weeks ago when we played in Brooklyn.
That was great, man. You sounded amazing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, well, I mean, that was funny. We didn't know there was a curfew until we went on stage at that show, and they're like, "Hurry up, you guys got 35 minutes." I'm like, "You could have fucking told us that 4 hours ago. We were just right over there about a merch." But anyway, the show in Albany, that should be killer. I'm just gonna fucking throw it out there now. If there's one of those lake effect blizzards and there's 50 feet of fucking snow on the ground, I might stay home or I'll have to fucking leave the night before and take skis. Otherwise, yeah, man, that's gonna be a cool show. And yeah, like I said, we only play once in a while now, so
Make it.
fuck not.
Scott Earth says Brooklyn was a blast. Scott Earth from Silence Equals Death says the Brooklyn show was a blast.
Thanks, bro. That was a lot of fun, man.
Yep.
I will say that the beer selection at that venue left a little to be desired. Now that I'm a craft beer dude, but you know, I drank cans of Heineken and said, "Fuck it, man." You know, now I can feel like I'm 24 again.
AE, Ricardo asked when there's gonna be a new Crown of Thorns album.
X Deshaun.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Sounds like a while.
we just did a tour and we killed it. We got Paul Delaney playing bass with us now. Ruined his life.
Yeah.
Black Anvil.
Ah, right. Black Anvil to our playing with Generation in New York in March. Right. Sorry, just mentally connecting some dots here.
Shout out to the Devil. Shout out to Black Anvil.
Shout out to the Devil. Paul
I'm
Delaney.
in there. Paul's the hardest.
No,
Paul, he's the guy when they need a fill-in for me. When I go right away. I said, go to Paul first. Now he's trying to snag my guy up, dude. He's trying to snag my hitter.
I've seen him step in for Madball, Chromags, fucking all kinds of shit.
There's two people I want, and he's my go-to.
Yeah.
Actually, Drew, I thought about something else I should mention. I'm not going to fly or anything, but there's a big metal show in the middle of March 19th at Irving Plaza that I'm actually going to be emceeing. The fuck is that?
Maybe my dogs.
Oh, it's every time my mouth moved, I heard barking. I'm like, wow, how did I do that? It was like, anyway, who the fuck is playing? Immolation, Demolition Hammer. Is Malignancy playing or no? Mortician. You remember fucking Mortician? Black Anvil and one of the bands whose name escapes me. Who? Funeral Leech. Thank you to my lovely wife off camera.
Funeral what?
Leech.
Yeah, he goes.
So there he goes.
There's your dude right there.
Yeah. So yeah, this dude will be there. Now I'm going to be the MC, which means I get to announce bands and basically drink
That's
beer.
the G right there.
Not have to do anything. All right, too. Like an old Serious Mockingbird or something. Yeah. So yeah, here's that. That's gonna be fun. So I'll be down in the city for that too.
Isaac, anybody you want to shout out on the way out?
Hoya Danny. Shout out to Hoya Danny, Queens all day. You know that the Queen. If it wasn't for Queens, there will be no hardcore scene. Just remember that.
Damn fucking straight from Queens.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I like to shout out.
I'd love to argue, but I can't.
Craig Satari, Bass
Craig
Mafia.
Satari, Bass fucking Mafia.
Bass
Shout out
Mafia.
to
Sorry,
the
gets a
zone.
shout.
Always.
All right. Hey, Easy, we'll talk to you later, man.
I love you guys, Danny. I love you, Hoya. I love you, Drew Stone. I love you.
You know what's up? I'll call you later.
I love you guys. Go ahead all day, everyone. Queens all day.
Queens all day. You know the deal.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
Hey, how about this? How about this classic Danny Lilker shot right here? Iconic Danny Lilker shot with the Youth of Today shirt and the Budweiser.
I like to, yeah, I've always been a master of irony.
Yeah, that's great.
You know who took this? Yo, you took this, right?
Yes, I did. At
Where was this
Sundance.
shot? Sundance. Frank.
Wow, Steven, you took that picture?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
What year was that?
This is either 87 or 88.
Wow.
It was the GBH No Need to Panic tour.
Wow.
And I believe The Accused opened up and Napalm as well.
Excuse my dog. Somebody's coming in. So that's
Yep.
Yeah, that's also, Blaine and Alex from The Accused, right, Steve?
wow.
Yeah. So The Accused, they were on the More Fun Than an Open Casket funeral tour. And Napalm was opening up, who are Long Island guys, in fact.
I remember them.
And the cool thing about this photo is when Drew was putting together the first New York Hardcore Chronicles, he posted this photo looking for who took it. And this really began my relationship with working with Drew. And so this is kind of an important picture to my story here.
Yeah, this is how we met. I needed clearance for this photo and tracked it down, and turns out
Yep.
you took it at Frank Cariola's Sundance.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
The CBGBs of Bayshore.
Yeah.
I know you probably talked about this before, but we always called the Sundance the sunrise because you always went on at like 4 in the fucking morning.
Oh my God, yeah. The headliners would go on at 10 after 2 in the morning.
It was
It was
You know why?
insane.
You know why? Because back then they wanted people in the place drinking as long as they could. So they'd have fuck it. That's how they made their money, from the booze.
It was so good. I saw Nuclear Assault there so many times, and just it was just such a great. For us on Long Island, it was like the best place.
Paulie says we called it Scum Dance.
Yes, we did. Absolutely. Affectionately.
Shouting out Paris Mayhew, Cro-Mags. Sundance was a great venue.
Yeah.
I saw Cro-Mags. I saw Cro-Mags at Sundance, right? I remember seeing Cro-Mags at Streets, the later era Cro-Mags with Paris when Harley was singing. I do remember, yeah.
It was a great venue as long as you had some other ways to stay awake besides coffee. But that's all I'm gonna say.
But that was like the next step up, like being a real club. Be like, like, wow, this is legit stage, legit size. It wasn't like a fucking garage. So when you played, like, okay, we're playing a real club. Yeah, I remember going there to see like Murphy's Law somebody, and I was like, oh shit, all right, we traveled to Long Island. Now we're like, we're at this disco. Wow, it's a real club, the real rock club, and
oh yeah,
well, where it's at,
You could
Hoya or Danny. I mean, I know we haven't played a lot of shows lately, but do you guys have trouble playing late shows these days?
Well,
I do. I only play matinees. I only do matinees now. It's true.
No, definitely. I just if to go. You guys are on at 1 in the morning. I'm like, I don't know if that's. Yeah, I mean, I'm just impatient. So if it was up to me, I would just go on stage at 9 every fucking night and just get off stage and have a beer. But I start like feeling like it's past my bedtime or something, which is ridiculous. But hey, I'm 57 now, so I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying, sure, my stamina and wherewithal is not what it was 30 years ago. But you know what? People fucking come pay money to see you, and you got to go on stage late. Then you fucking do it, and you still give it 110%. And then, especially if it's a local show, that I could just be in my own bed and fucking an hour later. So
we just did that punk rock bowling. We went on like at 1 or 2 in the morning. It kind of sucked, but if the people were there and the energy was still in the room, then it didn't matter. But and we were playing with H2O, so when we're hanging out, it doesn't matter. If you're hanging out with people you got that you're friends with, it don't matter what time you go on, as long as you're hanging, for us at least.
Yeah. All right, hey Steven, we'll catch up with you in a bit.
I'll see you a little bit.
Well, there you go. Danny, anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank on the way out?
I just want to thank everybody who came down to that show that we did in Brooklyn. At the end, what was it, like about a month ago now. Because we haven't played a lot of shows. Obviously, that's redundant with all the COVID shit, but also with the good old New York hardcore scene. So all the bands that we played with, down there, it was great to fucking see, Lou and Sub-Zero and all them dudes again. Obviously, Isaac was there, and all those bands that we played with, Brick by Brick, who we'll see in Albany soon. Just you guys, and I'm glad that everybody's dealing with the shit we're dealing with and feeling as good as we fucking can right now. I'm not going to get into a rant about vaccinations or not vaccinations. I myself am fucking all boosted up, but to each their own. And just glad to see everyone still around. Fucking cheers, and we'll see you guys around.
Hey, Stelios in Greece says, hope to see Nuclear Assault in Greece. Do you guys, is Greece a hot spot for Nuclear Assault?
Well, we haven't played Greece since I think 2003 when we opened up for Cannibal Corpse, believe it or not, in Athens and Thessaloniki. I'm not sure if Stelios was old enough to be at that show or not. But, who do we got here? Cheers, dude. Everyone's being very nice on the way out.
Yep.
No, but yeah, I mean, seriously, you know, I've never I've always realized that I wouldn't be able to do all the shit I've done if people didn't care. So I never became no fucking rock star. So
Hey, you know what? I got to give you a little props for. I really enjoyed the Anthrax documentary that was put up like in segments. I thought it was pretty cool. I like how they spoke to everyone, including yourself and what's his name and Neil, right? I like how they went back and pretty much talked to everybody. I thought that was cool. Any thoughts on that Anthrax documentary?
well, that was certainly more informative and realistic than the old Behind the Music they did back in 2001. If anybody's seen that, but no, that's a little dig at those guys because that was a pretty funny story. I'm not going to get into here and now. But anyway, no, I've talked to a lot of people who said, well, you come off as very diplomatic and mature on that, Danny. I'm like, well, thanks. I'm fucking 57. Maybe I've probably grown up by now. No, I thought that was well done. And I thought it was thorough, and it was cool that they went back and spoke to dudes who had participated in the earlier, you know, time of the bands before they got to, like, you know, the big four shit and all like that. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I appreciated being a part of it.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty well done. All right, brother. Hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
Up in Rochester, am I remembering correctly from when I was on tour? Is there a place that has the garbage plate? Some food?
Well, that would be Nick Tahu's. It's been they kind of copyrighted what the garbage plate is. So there's lots of places you can get. They have to come up with names like the trash plate and other appetizing pseudonyms. But yeah, the garbage plate. I myself have never.
You know about this, Hoya?
No.
It's like this. It's called, if I remember, it was called the garbage plate. I guess it was like this place when I was with Biohazard up in Rochester or whatever. Maybe I was with Marauder or whatever. They give it to you on a paper plate, and it's just like ground beef, potatoes, vegetables, cheese, and they give it to you on this paper plate, and it's like this mountain of shit on this plate, man. And it's like home of the garbage plate.
Sweet.
Yeah. What it is it's the equivalent to White Castle, which is it only tastes good at 3 a.m. when you're shit faced.
Well, you know, they had one in Australia years ago when we were out there in a college town. I think it was in Adelaide, and it was called the Abortion. And I'm not even joking. Any of you Aussies out there, let them know, hit up Drew and let them know that I'm not bullshit. It was called the Abortion, and they went nuts. They were like, only in Oz. Shout out to Australia.
That's great.
Insane.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Danny, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. See you guys.
Peace
Take
out,
care.
yo.
All right. See you, dudes.
We love that guy, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of history right there in New York hardcore and being able to look at that picture. What I loved about that photo was not just, you know, obviously Youth of Today drinking a beer, but a metal guy wearing a Youth of Today shirt drinking a beer, because that picture says a lot that, you know, this crossover shit is not new, you know, with the hardcore shit. It's been there very, 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 very long time now. So, you know.
Well, you know, the thing is, you know, that's a Queens dude right there. You know what I mean? That's like a Queens guy, grew up with Craig Satari's brother and all that. And, you know, he was he got a pass. You know, they talk about, you know, those early days when it was a little dangerous down there at CBGB's. Danny Lilker got a pass. He grew up with Craig's brother and all that. There was a couple of guys like that, you know.
But you know what? Thank God, because the face of music, of our music, would be different. No offense to the style you guys had, but it was more geared towards the punk rock aspect.
Yeah.
You know, we all came with the punk rock aspect meets the metal shit. So thank God for guys like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, thank God for them to be able. Now we have the whole hardcore has the whole umbrella from the garage to like the full stacks and whatever, and still be under the hardcore umbrella.
I mean, once in a while I'll see some bandits repping like, you know, we're hardcore, and I'll just scratch my head. I'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, that once in a while I'm like, that, huh?
You know what? I want to shout out Turnstile, Shout
Oh,
out
come
to
on now.
Turnstile.
Bring it. Bring it.
Listen,
Bring
I
it.
want to shout out Turnstile, not just for killing it, dope album and the whole TV shit, but yo, those are real hardcore motherfuckers. They always represent where they come from. They always show love. And I always tell them, like, I hear hate. If you're hating on them, it's one thing that if you're not into it, you're not into it. But you can't hate on what's what. They're the closest thing. And I don't want to say the closest thing. You hear the roots. You can hear the where we come from in that. It's just hands down.
Absolutely.
And we should be rooting for them because when doors open, the rest of us fucking come fucking through. And shout out to Turnstile. That's all I want to say.
They just played on not the Jimmy Kimmel show, but they just had a big spotlight on them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of these night shows. You know, again, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's good, and they're great, man. You know, like a lot of bands from that camp, where Mind Force, Regulate, you know, who else? You know, from that sort of.
Listen, people could talk mad shit about this, about that. Oh, hardcore.
Seth Meyers,
this,
that's what it was.
that.
Seth Meyers.
Yeah,
they were on Seth Meyers. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just, you know, show love. When people are showing love to this thing of ours, we should be fucking embracing it, not trying to break somebody down because, like it or not, those motherfuckers got roots in this shit. And you know what? I'm glad they fucking let the world know about it because I want the fucking planet to know about this shit of ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just not on some mad bullshit. Yo, we come from the greatest scene in the fucking world. Yeah, I feel that way, and I want the world to fucking know it. You know what I mean?
I like this shot right here, brother.
Boom. Squad
I like this
right
one.
there.
A squad. I like Freddie with the drink.
Mad beards in this picture.
Yeah, right? What is this?
Yeah, you got something for everybody, you know?
A lot of white boys in the mix these days.
You know, in Texas, I gotta roll with white. If not, they'll deport me. They'll be like, this Mexican, throw him on the other side of that wall.
It's like the white boys are tipping the balance, man.
Listen, you know, but okay, Italians, are they or are they not? Okay, that's another show.
It's a whole nother show. Oh, hey, your boy Bus Driver Jay says, yo, you look like you need some awesome pizza from Flushing.
Listen, I don't need diarrhea. I'm already did a fucking cleansing not too long ago. I don't need that.
What's give us a little bit of the Hoya sort of health regimen these days, the diet, the workout. What's going on, man?
Yeah, definitely do not go to me for any health advice because I'm learning as I go. But like I always say it, shout out to Adam Blake. That's my go-to guy. Basically, I just try to eat clean. You know what I mean? I don't eat a lot of red meat. I eat a lot of chicken breast, fish, and vegetables, and I work out every day. You know,
is that it? You're working out every day now?
Yeah, like I basically go to the gym about 4 or 5 times a week, and then you know I just try to do something. My whole thing is I learned the trick with this is you know a bad day in the gym is still the greatest day in the gym if you're not going. You know what I mean? And I learned that, and that little gym got me gains. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm not into it. You know, we can find excuse. You know when you're lying to yourself. You know when you're lying, like making excuses for yourself. So my excuse is this. You know, my whole shit is I do this for my sons, and my sons are thriving. So that makes me want to do everything 2.0. And that's my plan because I want to live as old as I could live because I want to see my sons live every fucking minute of their lives. So
I have a lot of respect for you, man. You know, when it came crunch time, you stepped up for your kids and your family, and it was very commendable, man.
Yeah, thank you. But it's not even about that.
I know, but still, man, it ain't
I don't
easy,
know
man.
any other way. I don't know any other way. So here we go, 2.0 everything. Let's fucking go. You know, as long as my sons are good, I'm good. I got tunnel vision. My sons, when I hear my sons singing in the other room to themselves, I know I'm doing good. So
that's right.
So far, so good. Thank God.
Just a quick question from Scott. How long do you work out for when you go to the gym?
It's about an hour, but you know,
Wow.
it ain't about an hour, everybody. You know, it just happens to be what I do is about an hour's worth now. You know, again, real quick, I don't want to make this no fucking health episode, but I started with jogging in place for 5 minutes, but I would do it every day. And then I learned, you know, 5 minutes, I would be 5 minutes dripping sweat. And then I said, let me go for 6 minutes. Then I went for 8 minutes. Then I'm doing 15 minutes. The next thing you know, I was doing a half hour before I broke a sweat. Then I started adding a heavy bag. Then, you know, a long story short, when we did the comeback show in New York, I was weighing, I was 210 pounds at the time. I was over 350 before. And basically, when I got there, I felt, you know, I was lost a lot of weight, but I felt a little weak. But I said, let me just start getting a little bit more size. So I've been lifting weights, and I found therapy in lifting weights. And that's where I'm at. I just go in the gym. Everybody just do something. Move your body at least 15, 20 minutes a day and eat good, and you'll be money in the bank. Simple. Just don't stop. That's the secret. You know what I mean? Don't stop.
Good for you, man. Hey, let me shout out some sponsors, and let's take a minute, and then we're gonna bring Billy from Billy Bio on. So let me give me 5 minutes. Let me shout out these sponsors, and we'll be back. Okay.
Boom.
Come on now, it's the New York Hardcore Chronicles live holiday episode with my co-host Hoya Rock and a couple of guests. We already had Roger from Agnostic Front on. We had Danny Lilker. We had international superstar Danny Diablo, and we're about to bring on Billy Bio. In the meantime, let me shout out a couple of sponsors here, starting with Organic Grill. It's a vegan restaurant located in East Village, New York City at 123 First Avenue, featured in New York Magazine, New York Times, and Veg News. The dishes have won numerous awards, including Best Veggie Burger. They make their own cheeses, sausages, and burger patties, and every dish on the menu can be made gluten-free. This year, they're celebrating their 21st anniversary, and they're all about having a great time while enjoying amazing, clean food. They have now fully reopened for business and look forward to seeing you. Get in touch with them and order some great food at www.theorganicgrill.com. Also, DTFM Vinyl Distro is a record store that specializes in underground music, punk, ska, hardcore, metal, and more. Located in the heart of Fargo, North Dakota's industrial district. Shop in person or online at www.dtfmvinyldistro.com, where the motto is death to false metal. Want to mention a couple things real quick. The next 4 shows coming up on the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live got some real bangers. On the next show, Mr. Charlie Benante from Anthrax will be on talking about his love for Jaws the movie. This is going to be great. Should be really, really, really fun. That said, after that, Sunday, January 9th, Jay Navarro from the Suicide Machines will be on the show. Wednesday, January 12th, Peter Leeds, former manager of Blondie. And then Wednesday, January 19th, Gary G. Man Sullivan will be on the show. Also, I want to mention, we just announced this, that Sunday, April 3rd, all ages free matinees are back on the Bowery. It is Rampage Fest number 3, 8 bands on 2 stages. So there you go. It's all happening, coming together now. Sunday, April 3rd. There you go. Yes, co-hosted by Women of the Pit. That's right. Women of the Pit and the Back to the New York Hardcore Roots announcing. That said, let me see. Woo! There you go. Who am I missing? We're good. You know what? One quick shout out. I'll wait for our guests to come on. Here come. Let me bring Hoya back on, brother.
What's up? I'm back.
And he's back. Hey, let's bring on a friend of ours. we love this guy, bro. I know this is a guy that we both have a long history with, and his band Biohazard was hugely influential on our New York thing. Let's bring on our good friend, Mr. Billy Grazia Day. What's up?
There we go.
What's up, boys? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Christmas, happy Chanukah.
Yeah.
Happy Chanukah.
How's everything out west, brother?
It's good, man. Good and cold, like the East Coast. Hoya, how you doing, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, brother.
Man, good to see you over here holding it down. We, doing this. Drew hit me up to do this mashup, and I was like, what better reason to get together and see everybody and touch base and all that shit. So, but we good. We out here.
Right on.
Hey, let's jump into the present, Billy, and then we'll work back a little bit. But tell us about your new release that's coming out on March 25th, right?
March 25th. It's a second solo record under Billy Bio, and filled with bangers. They just dropped a video. Toby Morse from H2O dropped on. Zoom in, man. It's been Christmas with kids. I look exhausted. Toby dropped some spin on a song with me. It's called One Life to Live. It's a super fucking uplifting, powerful
hey, let's watch
PMA
it.
song.
Hey, you want to watch it real quick?
It's just about Hoya.
No,
it ain't about me. I want to tell funny stories about Hoya.
No. Let's show a bit of your new video because
put that shit on.
Yeah, he's trying to squirm out of it, Hoya.
No, put that shit on. Let's check it out. And the cover looks dope. Whoever drew that cover.
Yeah, who drew that cover?
Yeah, it's dope.
That's LaCroix Eyebrows. He's a homie from New York. You guys know him, but he goes by LaCroix Eyebrows.
Gotcha.
He's a street artist. Good dude. Yeah.
Cool style. That was dope.
Who did this, Billy?
So my couple of buddies of mine teamed up with me, and this dude Antoine, and I should have sent you the information. And my friend Buddy Vince from a band called The Art of Blondes.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It's a party scene. It's one camera, bro, shot on my fucking iPhone, and it was during the fucking pandemic. It's hard to fucking do. You know how the deal. You got to. It's
Sure.
There's no budget, so you got your fucking money shot is your idea. So I wanted to show something different than I ever did before. I'm not even in the fucking video. I'm actually in the opening scene, but I'm.
Are
in
you?
the
I didn't see you. I
didn't see you either.
It starts at the beginning when I'm walking up to the thing, but whatever. So, it's just a bunch of kids in fucking throwing a party during the pandemic lockdown, where the most rebellious thing you could do is share beer and fucking kiss,
And there's a lot of it. Let's watch the rest of it.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom.
That's it. It's tough, Drew. I can't. Nobody can hear you. Hoya,
Sorry.
you there?
Well done, man. It's good.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah. Where you and that's the studio, right? Where it starts off. Is that right?
It starts out in the studio. Some fucking I had a friend of mine over to the studio, and I played her some fucking music, and she recorded it and put the shit online. And so I had to turn it around quick, and we kind of got pushed to release the record in the news of the record sooner than later. But and then I put together a lyric video quick, dropped that, and then while we were doing this whole shit was going on, I was working on this video, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
Is that shot on an iPhone? You said
shot on an iPhone, bro.
Wow.
Right?
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of in the beginning of that one scene in Point Break when homeboy's running through the house and they throw a pit bull at him.
Yeah, actually, it's similar scene, but what gave me the idea was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. What's that?
That too,
Yeah.
That too. That's more like Lock, Stock for sure.
That was what's his name? Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. Yeah. So the whole thing was, I wanted to show just show the regular day shit that goes on. The young kids. I love the fact in every generation we all kind of assimilated to the part of each scene that was more like fuck the world, fuck society. I'm gonna live it by how I want to live, and every generation that YOLO kind of fucking mentality is what attracts. I always love that about the different generations. And now I got a little girl who fucking lives that, but she's in the video too. But there's a certain quality to those. It's those individuals of every generation are the ones who are the movers and shakers, the ones who are going to make a fucking noise. And that's where all the stories, took a little while to come up with the ideas of writing about each person. But all these kids they're all doing something at the beginning of their lives, and they're just out in the world making a change and making some powerful shit.
Yeah. And that you produced, I'm assuming you produced the new recording?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he's a one-man gang,
of course.
Right? In the studio.
Yeah. You got it. I learned, you know what, bro? Guys, I fucking watched what we did with Biohazard, and all the money and the shit that we spent on, no offense, Drew, because you made some great stuff for us, but a lot of the things that I was spending my money on, promo, fucking little video clips, unique content, I realized, holy, this is a lot of shit. So I learned how to do all this stuff.
That's right.
I know how to edit. I fucking make graphics with I'm super fucking fluid with Illustrator and Photoshop, Premiere.
Well, let me say that was a different era and it was a different time. And even when I did the two videos for Madball, Down by Law and Pride, back then we shot on film. And nobody knew how to shoot on. It was like you got to crack the code. It was difficult. It was a process, And to do that, you had to shoot on film. You had to develop the film. You had to do a film to tape transfer. I mean, the technology now has made it so every people can do this stuff. And I got to say that I know Paris Mayhew was watching before. I don't know if he still is. But he was a huge influence on me as a filmmaker, and the stuff that we did together, the Biohazard videos that he directed, and all that stuff that we did. But yeah, things have changed. I mean, you look at the video; you just shot it on an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like from tape back in the day to Pro Tools. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta get with it.
Billy, you remember? I remember when we were in the studio. For some reason, I think it was 90. It might have been at A&M. But when they first had Pro Tools, and remember, you had to go home, right? It had to render for the night, and then we'd come home we'd come back to the studio the next day and listen to it. And go, now we don't like it. Can we change it? Can we change it? Remember?
Yeah, I remember doing working on Urban Discipline and all the in between stuff for the movie shit, to the piano, all the intros and outros.
Yeah,
it was on Pro Tools came out and it was called Sound Tools. It was like a stereo thing at first, and they had 4 tracks. But when it was stereo, it was during Urban Discipline, and we were working at Chung King, and I spent fucking days in the other room editing this shit, and I'd work on an idea, I'd go in the other room, and it would take fucking hours just for a fucking little 10-second little clip. And it changes. Hoya, you know that fucking it's so much. You make all your.
Let me ask you this: you got any plans for any shows?
Yeah, I just had. I'm sure I missed it. I was watching taking care of some shit here for the wife, but missed. But I think Roger jumped on. Did he mention anything? Did he mention what got canceled?
No.
No, you're gonna mention it right now.
Yeah.
You can't stop there, nigga.
Yeah, it sucks, man. My record's dropping in March 25th, and we had the Persistence tour in fucking. So I was on that. I don't know who else was on that, but
is that whole thing canceled?
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, and then I had a big show here last Friday that got canceled, got shut down. We were doing a big benefit for the homeless, and but it's fucking crazy world. Yeah,
it's.
Hey, I want to mention Paulie Porkchop says in 1994 I saw Madball and several other New York hardcore bands open for Biohazard at the Roseland Ballroom in New York City. It was the record release party for State of the World Address, and I have let me put this flyer up here, and I want to ask you, Billy, and then Hoya, you chime in as well. I mean, Biohazard back then would put their neck out and say no. We want local. We want local up and coming bands on the bill. What was the mentality and the attitude back then, Billy?
All for one for all, man. That was the scene. We loved that. All these guys are fucking. Look at such a great fucking poster.
It was a great bill, man.
Great fucking show.
Yeah.
And I remember we kept like telling Scott Koenig, rest in peace. We're like, yo, can you throw these guys on? We want to throw these guys. We got to do it. And it was like everybody got like 15 minutes. And that's funny because the show that I just canceled Friday night, I did the same thing. We had 12 bands. Everybody got 15 minutes. Even though we had to cancel it, but it was the same concept. And, a lot of bands, look at these. This is fucking, for
Madball, this is a very important show for Madball because this was the first big show in New York that we got to play, like big dog show. Like, you know what I mean? Like in and a lot of people got turned on to us for the first time at that show. So I remember everything very, very well. At that time, Biohazard probably would have sold that place out by themselves with none of the bands. And I remember when they put all the bands on, I was like, oh man, these motherfuckers putting everybody on. I knew then they didn't need all the bands. So I always specifically talk about this show. And I was like, I want to say again, shout out to you guys for always looking out because you didn't have to do it. But this one is when, it gave all our bands the first time to be like, do the big dog shit. You know what I mean? To get a taste of that shit. So, yeah, very, very, I remember that show perfectly too, man. It was a good time. Crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Look at that. Yeah. With many sets by.
$12.
$12.
That was
whoa. 10.50 advance. Where's $12? Where do you see $12?
It says 12 right there under June. It says tickets $12 day of the show.
Oh, day of show. Wow.
$1.50 if you late.
Yo, we're our old man. You know that our old man used to say that. Yo, the gas used to be.
I know.
$1.
Listen, let me tell you one quick. The other day, I'm walking around my house in a robe, right, with a cup of coffee and my glasses on the string, and I was almost vomited when I saw myself in the fucking mirror. I'm like, I'm a fucking 90-year-old man.
Bro, you look fucking great, man. God bless you.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. Trying. Work in progress.
Yep,
hey,
always, man.
Hey, Billy, is there a is the record gold vinyl? What is a special limited edition of it?
Yeah, so I got if you go to linktree.
Here it is.
Billy Biohazard.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of limited edition stuff. There's a really cool one, the gold vinyl with a limited numbered lithograph, like art piece of the album cover included in the vinyl. It's pretty fucking dope. And a bunch of other cool shit coming out.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Hoya, what are you guys doing? You guys already probably talked about it. Is it
No, I'm finding out as we go. I'm finding out.
I'm putting up flyers of his shows, and it's news to him.
Yeah, again, in this crazy world, we only got a couple sprinkle shows. I mean, there's mad shows, festivals here, but they're not happening. Europe's not happening. I'm gonna do my Nostradamus and just throw it out there real quick, and nope, it's not happening. I wish, but let's see. I've been wrong. They're
doing a couple shows with Scott Roberts' band, The Take, and Madball.
Yeah, I just saw these.
Excuse me. They are Madball.
We got a couple sprinkled shows. Like again, I just saw these with The Take and a couple with Powerhouse. So wherever we could play, we'll pop up. But everything is really here and there at the moment. So we're just trying to do the other stuff. Just trying to keep busy with the writing music and every other angle of it. I'm podcasting and printing. Keeping busy.
Yeah, nice.
Here's an interesting question. Billy's the new album coming out on cassette. Are people putting shit out on cassette these days?
Yeah, that's a new. It's fucking dope.
I have a cassette player in my car, man. I got a '97.
When you start your car, you got to do it with your feet, like Fred Flintstone. He's a killer player in my car.
I think there's no like as an engineer, there's no fucking sonic benefit to a cassette. It's horrible.
None whatsoever.
The artwork's the smallest out of all the mediums.
Yeah.
Everything about it fucking sucks, but it's so fucking dope. I want one.
Yeah. Nah, I don't hate on them. I don't hate them.
So, Hoya, did you guys fuck with NFTs yet?
Yeah, we were the first ones to drop one already. Listen, we're the first ones to fucking go in people's in their windows and say, "Yo, listen, we got hardcore for you, motherfuckers." We did a Madball NFT. We got a couple things that we dropped before, and we got some shit. Yeah, that's still,
Did it work? People like it?
We're new age gorillas. We're sophisticated gorillas.
Nice.
Hey, I got this. Hold on, just real quick. I just downloaded this. I did shoot this at the time, but this is.
Oh, that's the show.
This is the show at Roseland.
Wow, dude!
You never saw this? I put it up a while ago.
Ever.
Yo, I had like 3 minutes of it. I found it on a tape. Like, whoa, what's this? Oh shit!
Wow. Wow, Willie had hair. Willie had hair with a hat side like this. That was epic. Holy shit. Oh, happy. What's the rap? Wow. These are lozenges.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, that's killer, bro.
Ever seen that shit? Wow.
Bro, my shit goes deep.
Oh, I know that. That shit just came out my mouth.
That shit was dope, bro. I didn't know you had that.
Wow.
Nice.
Yo, I got a box of Biohazard.
That's
high A tapes.
That's personal history. And again, thank these guys. Again, that show, that show is important for all those bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hoya, how long you guys were together before that show? As that lineup.
Oh, I joined the band in '93. So they did like the Dropping Many Suck. It was still kind of kind of on fun. But I think when we did it officially, '93 was like, okay, 93. We're gonna be a real band and get and really do it. So 92, 93 ish. right after that. I don't remember what year was that show, Drew.
95.
95, right? That was the
Yeah.
the release for State of the World Address. That was
Okay,
Biohazard's home show celebrating the release of State of the World. It was a blockbuster, man.
I remember.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We were probably around 3 years before that, probably.
Yeah.
Nice.
Me.
Hey, Billy, what's going on with Power Flow?
So we got a new record. We just finished it, and it's about to be mixed. Beginning of the new year, it'll come out. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
With COVID, you got it. It's a crapshoot these days.
Yeah,
but it's done. It's fucking dope. It's more like it's our second record. So everything that we liked about the first joint, it's kind of like crack cocaine out and purified. So it just sounds more like a seasoned band. I think the second record of every band, it gives you a chance to go on tour together, to really feel each other out, and the cream rises to the top.
And what's the lineup of the second album?
So it's Christian Sendog and I, and then our boy Fred on drums. It's a solid foundation of the band.
Yep.
And then we're still looking for a lead guitar player.
Got it.
Dope.
Makes sense.
Yeah, good lineup.
I got to shout out real quick your boy Hoya. I got to shout out Brick by Brick, Cutthroat 7-inch.
All day, always.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Both of them.
Yep. Upstate
bands, Finders.
Yep.
That's a dope one. That's a fucking great record.
Brick by Brick's hard, yo.
Yo, they got Chuck Billy from Testament on that track.
Yeah.
Now a lot of bands, and even you young bands, you gotta fucking really take some notes, because these motherfuckers are grinding, both of them. What I mean by grinding is not just, we dropped some music. Like, they're playing shows, they're dropping fucking material out, they're dropping content out. This shit's like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of work to do, and especially now when there's not a lot of help. You know what I mean? So and they're doing it, and I know because I'm always watching on what's what, and it's dope to see that, not just because that's the fam right there, but they're doing what you're supposed to do. When you got something that you believe in and you back, Billy, all out. You put the whole shit into it. You're like, you can't get the money, well, you make it happen.
Yeah. I just finished producing the new Cutthroat record.
Yeah.
And
that's right?
Fucking killer. Yeah, it's not out yet. We're shopping for a deal, but it's fucking what a banger. Fucking
wow.
Yeah.
No, shout out to everybody doing it.
Mike Valente, Upstate Black and Blue, they work hard. Brick by Brick is a hard-working band, man.
Yeah, listen, Upstate, even them, what they do forget just, again, the fam, what they do for heavy music, what he does for heavy music in that area, man, people don't understand. They got shows because, he's not just that big gorilla that I love, but, people just think he's like, he does a lot for heavy music, not just hardcore, it was hardcore metal, everything, punk in that area, and it's, for me, I'm personally, I guess I'm surprised, and I love it too, because he's like, it's dope. You know what I mean, he loves that shit. You know what I mean?
Jacob asks, did Cutthroat play Persistence with you, Billy?
Yeah, they played it the last one when it shut down, right before things shut down.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, and then also this new band I produced called Count Time. Another band that record's fucking.
Well, those are your boys, right?
Hell yeah, that's fam right there.
Yeah. We played with them. We just played with them out in Long Beach.
And just for the record, they were
Junior,
born,
right?
Born in America. Okay, they didn't sneak over. They were born here, Drew.
That's Junior, right?
Count Time. Viva Mexico.
Right. Yep. There you go.
And rest in peace, Vicente Fernandez, man.
Yep.
Hard one.
Yeah.
Kevin says, I always feel motivated to create something when Billy Bio talks. That's good.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Good. Come and make it with me. I'll make it fucking dope.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, we might have to come out there. You know what? You guys might appreciate this. I want to announce this show here on Sunday, February 27th. We have coming on the show. It is the Castle Heights 20-year reunion, and Kevin Castle Scandato. Did Biohazard ever play Castle Heights?
No.
No, my Biohazard did. I think you were kind of
No.
already like, and I
Yeah.
don't think Madball did either. To be
No?
honest, He did maybe once, maybe, but we've
No,
ended
yeah.
up there a couple times because the old house, 3140, the old Scarhead house was a couple blocks from there. So
That was a hot spot, Castle Heights, man.
yeah, that was an old. I grew up in that neighborhood across the street.
Yeah.
Literally,
Right.
like 15 years old, like crazy that they ended up being a hardcore club there years later.
Yeah.
That's
It is
cool.
there's a memorial for Scott Koenig a week from tomorrow that I'll be going to here in
Oh,
New
get
York.
out of here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
East Coast represent.
Yeah,
Nice.
East Coast Scott Koenig, man. You know.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Scott. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I miss him, man. You know, he was
He was our guy for a minute too, We got that. Again, the Biohazard connect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
he was a part of it. He really yep. He was
I love that. I was saying, yo, Madball was on Rush. Like, fuck, you know that shit back in the day, Rush, and Run DMC, Slick. You're like, yo, Rush, what?
Yeah.
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 That still impresses people when I meet new people and they're like, they hear about Biohazard. And I'm like, yeah, we were with Russell Simmons, Leo Cohen, and Scott Koenig. They're like, Rush Management? I'm like, yeah. They're like, no shit.
That's when labels were labels, you know what I mean? Like Rush. And you remember to have a Rush jacket? That was like, oh no, forget it. That you have to Run DMC or like Russell Simmons, That was like a big deal. Like crazy.
Yeah. I was at that show last week in LA. It was the fucking biggest hip hop.
I saw. Yeah, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
So we were, we had tickets, and we went with the whole group of us, and it was fucking. We're watching Al Green. And it was fucking amazing. And after Al, we saw Snoop. Snoop didn't play it. We saw Ice Cube, and then after Ice Cube was Al Green, and we're hanging out in this fucking tent area that's above the crowd, and. Right at the end of Al Green, I see this fucking commotion going on, behind backstage, and I said to my boy, I'm like, yo, that ain't good, man. This fucking that don't look good. And I got a fucking bad feeling, and sure enough, fucking shit was blowing up, and that was it. The show was over, and then they didn't say nothing to the crowd, and it was two different crews, and they fucking took out Draco.
Oh, Draco, that was that thing. Oh,
yeah, that was that thing. They
I didn't know. Oh, I just heard about that. He got stabbed up. I heard.
Yeah.
Right,
and that was it. Show was over.
Right, behind the stage, right backstage area.
Yep, right backstage.
Wow.
There was, and it had like a mad street vibe, huge festival. Like on the main stage, there was probably like maybe 60,000 people there, and but the fucking security, like there was no security there. I'm walking around, I'm like, yo, this fucking, I don't see anybody. Just mad people. No fucking safe. There's like no it's just like full on street vibe. It was dope, well organized, but the security vibe side of it, I remember walking in saying, this ain't right, man.
You would think after that Travis Scott shit, people would be extra tight.
Right?
Yeah, and it wasn't, man. I'm not gonna diss the dudes, the organizers, but I remember when that shit went down, I said to my old lady and my friends, I'm like, yo, we should get out of here. This shit's gonna blow up. Like, no, not. My wife's like, no way.
Were you in front of the stage or backstage?
They had a VIP tent that we scored tickets to, and we were up above, and it was in front of the stage. But we had like an eagle eyes view. We were like above the stage, so we could see everything. We saw the whole shit fly down, behind the stage, and it was pretty ill. And then my old lady's like, I ain't leaving. I want to see Snoop. I want to see the game. I want to see 50 Cent. And I'm like, babe, we gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. This shit's gonna blow up. I don't want to be in the mix. You're dragging your ass out of here. So by the time we end up leaving,
sometimes you gotta override your women, man. Once in a while.
Women will be the hardest soldiers, but they will get you killed.
Amen to that. Yeah. So we ended up, it was all good. Just we didn't get to see anybody we wanted to see, but in the light of the circumstance, rest in peace to Drago.
Hey, absolutely. I got to take a break, and we'll come back and take some some questions, and we'll continue on. So let me do a last sponsor break, and we'll see you guys back. Got a couple good questions here, and we'll see you back in about 5 minutes. Okay?
Go.
Come on now, you know what this is, and you know why we are here. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, and we are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, DTFM Vinyl Distro, Chacho's Tacos, and since 1992, Generation Records has been a mainstay in the New York metropolitan area music scene. Today, they offer a diverse selection of new and used rock, jazz, indie, hip-hop, punk, hardcore, metal, blues soundtrack, and reggae LPs, as well as T-shirts, posters, and other merchandise. They buy used record collections and music memorabilia and will pay you top dollar for them. House calls made for large collections in the tri-state area. Call or email generationrecords@gmail.com and follow them on Facebook or on Instagram. Come on now. Chacho's Tacos, located in Corpus Christi, Texas. Chacho's Tacos opened their doors in 2001, home of the almighty Chacho's Taco. They cook up an incredible home-style Tex-Mex food, and this month they're celebrating their 20th anniversary. They've been supporting underground music since the beginning, and in their own words, we ain't stopping anytime soon. Touring bands that play Corpus Christi swung by and get a home-cooked meal at Chacho's Tacos. We got you. The underground scene will never die. Please follow us on Facebook or on Instagram. Let me get through these. Hang with me. Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, located in Lakewood, Colorado, is the Rocky Mountain headquarters for all things punk, hardcore, and metal. Established in 2014, the year of our God, in 2014, they have the largest selection of records, CDs, shirts, stickers, patches, and accessories between Chicago and LA. From the pit to the ditch, they got your back. Get in touch with them at www.chainreactionrecords.com. The Texas Silver Rush is a jewelry design firm and boutique store located in the birthplace of the Texas country music scene in Fredericksburg, Texas. They specialize in working with musicians in all music genres to design and create unique one-off pieces, as well as style them for stage, album covers, promo photos, and social media exposure. The client list includes Rock Roll Hall of Famers Greg Rollet, Ringo Starr, and of course, Agnostic Front. During this current pandemic, all information and online sales are being taken at their Facebook and Instagram pages, and of course, www.thetexassilverrush.com. Last but not least, New York Hardcore Comics. Opened in 2013, selling comic books, punk rock, and hardcore memorabilia, toys, statues, skateboard decks, tapes, vinyl, and all things horror. We love helping bands push their demos and new tracks, so please stop by and drop off your new music. We have in-store events like Magic the Gathering and Warhammer tournaments, plus meet and greets with bands and some live performances. Open 7 days a week and shipping worldwide. Find us online through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and eBay. Located at 117 Main Street in Dobbs Ferry, New York. www.newyorkhardcorecomics.com. Quickly want to mention the next 4 shows. Let me clear the deck here. The next 4 shows got a couple of real bangers coming up. Wednesday, January 23rd, BMX legend Rick Thorne will be on the show. Wednesday, February 2nd, Mark Weiss, photographer celebrating his best-selling book, The Decade That Rocked. A couple of photographers coming on the show. Wednesday, February 9th, legend Ed Culver. Of course, you might recognize his work. He shot the photo that's on Black Flag Damage, the TSOL, Bad Religion. This is going to be a great one. And, of course, Sunday, February 13th, my homegirl Dora Pesh will be on the show. So that's going to be a blast. That said, want to mention coming up free at the Bowery Electric. We're doing our free matinees. That said, Sunday, January 16th is a big banger featuring Lenny and Fahrenheit 451, 24/7 Spies. Yo, I got to bring these guys on and ask about this. How about that, bro? 24/7 Spies, huh?
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
How crazy
Grandma's
is that?
Dynamite.
What's that?
Grandma's Dynamite.
So, yeah, we're doing these free matinees, man. And, either of you guys are welcome. If you ever want to play a surprise show or something, we're doing these free Sunday afternoon matinees down on the Bowery, a block from CBGB's. And they've been going great.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then this one here, we are doing a High and the Mighty reunion show. Zum is playing bass, and Sub-Zero is headlining High and the Mighty reunion with Murderers Row, speaking of upstate New York, Black and Blue, Dark Side, NYHC, and Skitopolis. So we're doing it here in New York City.
Hell yeah. That's dope, man.
Hey, you know what, Hoya? Let me ask you about this. What is going on in the Casa de Rock? What's the latest, man?
Boom. $15. That's what's going on. Listen, I gotta make room for the new. Everybody knows how I get down. I'm a one-man gang, and I like keeping shit fresh and sexy. So go right now. If you live in America, CasaDeRock.com. I want to get rid of everything. I don't do international because they charge too much at the moment. But I'm planning something for next year. But you could go to CasaDeRock.eu for my Europe stuff. But anybody who wants to support the Smokin Word podcast or me, you got my Patreon up there or cop a t-shirt. But and shout out to everybody who has been supporting me, because people been holding me down, especially my Patreon family. For real. You know how that goes, Drew.
I do.
They keep these things going. And when we say that shit, we mean it, because shit costs money. And if you haven't heard right now, for people that do music for money, there's not much music going on. So any help to keep this, like I tell people, all these avenues, we're the news channel for our world. You know what I mean? And while we still got control of it, let's keep supporting it. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. Billy, how's your Patreon going?
It's fucking going dope, man. I did a really cool thing. I'm going to release it to the public now, but they say, everybody watch me. I documented the writing of a couple different songs on the record. And one of the songs ended up being that first single with Toby, One Life to Live. Cool. So there's a, it took over. The whole thing went on for like a year during the pandemic, me sitting with acoustic. And it's like all these videos of me like stumbling onto the riffs and then just piecing different riffs together, and then going to the studio and then putting it together with guitars, bass, and drums. And then the song evolved. And then I finished it and put the last episode up. It was like 5 episodes. So they all got, that was like a pretty cool thing, showing them like behind the scenes to the creative side of what I do. A bunch of all the stuff that I do.
You work it. You really work your Patreon, man. You put up a lot of fresh stuff. It's hard for me, man. I do so many shows. I got so much going on. I can't. It's hard for me to get something on Patreon in between.
But that's what your Patreon, gets. I get I'm a member of your Patreon, and yeah. Hoya, I got to join yours, brother. But one of the things that I like about my Patreon is because I want to give people a look into my creative side that nobody else sees. That's it. Because they're gonna get the music like everybody else gets, but I want to show you the other stuff, And then I do have a series called Tales from the Hard Side, which is, it's not like a podcast. It's kind of like me. I just tell my stories, and I got a funny story. I got a call. I shouldn't even talk about this, but I always tell my story. I know I can't. You two, you're gonna drag everything out of me, but I tell the stories of fucking, and I got like, I'm up to like episode 50 or something like that. But it's just everything from like one story I told about how Lars Ulrich dissed me in front of a bunch of friends once, and I ran after him. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And they're like, "Don't do nothing." It was at their club in fucking on the west side somewhere in Manhattan.
Oh, it was at the Marquee.
No, not the Marquee. What? It was Sasha and those guys. Remember them?
Oh, it was at area, not area. I know the place. It'll come to me.
I can't remember.
It was right on 7th Avenue. What was that place?
Yeah, not the Cooler.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
we used to hang out there a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking dope. So Hoya, it's fucking funny story.
Not the Academy, no.
We're hanging outside and we're bullshitting, and they're like, "Yo, here comes fucking Lars walking down the street." And like, you know him? I'm like, "Yeah, I know, motherfucker." So he comes walking down. He's got like 10 people with him, and he walks right past me, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And he looks at me, gives me like a "what up" with the head, and walks past me. And my boys are like, "Yo, fuck, he don't know you. He just cold diss you." I'm like, fuck that motherfucker. I fucking beeline it, and they're like yelling behind me, don't do nothing. I'm like, fuck him. He fucking knows who the fuck I am. So I go up to VIP. I push my way through. I walk through the crowd, and I spin him around. I'm like, yo, bro. I said, Billy fucking Biohazard. You know who the fuck I am. You just dissed me in front of my boys. And he's like, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you with your blonde hair. I was like, yo, I always have my fucking hair blonde, bro. So he makes a look. Anyways, this is a story I tell on Patreon. And this tour, what happened was, the story goes on. It's pretty crazy. But the next day, Scott Koenig calls me up. And he says, yo, so I hear you bump into fucking Lars Ulrich last night. I'm like, here I go. Here we go. He's going to fucking, he's going to fucking scold me like my old man. So he's like, I start telling the story. He's like, all right, I don't know what you did or what happened, but they want to take you on tour. And I'm like, what? No fucking way. And this picture, that's a great picture. I just posted this the other day. That's the photo from that tour. And it was the last night of the tour. And I tell some funny stories about the tour and some crazy shit that happened. So that's the other side of my Patreon.
That's dope. That's crazy. I didn't know how many shows you did with them.
I don't remember, but I remember now. You see, you guys are fucking great fucking journalists, like interviewers, because you pull out the shit. I'm like trying to get people to go sign up to my Patreon.
Everybody gets the whole story. Sign up to your Patreon because they're right now on Patreon right now signing on to mine, and they're like, oh shit, Billy's is here too. So I'm here spending my loot since I'm rich, because I know there's a couple of you guys with good jobs out there. Just keep hitting. You stay on there. There's a couple of us on there.
The last show of the tour, they invited us on stage, and from what I heard, they never did that before. Like, we were either the first band or one of the first bands that they ever allowed to come on stage to jam once they got mega fucking huge. And at that time, those dudes, I can't remember with a record. It was like Load or something. I don't remember the era, but what record they were releasing. And you could talk shit all that you want about their records, but live, those motherfuckers brought it. And I was like, wow. So the last show was in Holland, I think at Donington. Fucking what's that show? Dynamo,
right.
And they bring us. They tell us during the day. Their people come up and they're like, "Yo, the guys want to bring you on stage to play. Do a song with them." We're like, "What? No fucking way." Das, who's a big Metallica fan, he's like, "Bro, this is fucking massive. They don't do this. This is not normal." So we go up and we did Creeping Death with them, and Das and I are on fucking Kirk Hammett's mic, and Kirk's right in between us, and James is over right in the center, and Evan and Danny and bass player, fucking good dude. Can't remember his name. Fucking who's the bass player? Jason Newsted. Yeah. So he's on stage right, and we're fucking singing the song, and all of a sudden somebody fucks up and they start singing the chorus too soon, and James looks at me. I'm like, and I look over and Evan's white as a ghost, and Evan fucked it up. James is like mad and down, and I'm like, look, this is one of the oldest fucking Metallica songs, and you fuck it up? What the fuck? So that's some fucking funny shit. Know your shit.
Hey, Thomas asks this question. I did not know this. Can Billy comment on making background vocals to Agnostic Front One Voice in '92? Is that right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I bet you he's from Germany because he says, "Oh, Billy making background vocal on AF One Voice."
Yeah. So here's the deal. It was at Rhode Island. What was that dope place in Rhode Island?
Normandy.
Normandy. Yeah.
Normandy.
And we never got a chance. Yeah, we never got a chance to record there. But I remember all you guys would go there and record and come back with great sounding fucking records. You're like, what the fuck? We got to go here. But yeah, we did. We flew up. We drove up and did it. But I didn't make it. I can't remember what happened. I had some kind of family emergency and I couldn't go. But the rest of the guys drove up. And I remember hearing the record. I'm like so bummed that I didn't sing on the record. So to answer your question, bro, no, I didn't. It's not my particular voice, but Biohazard, we did it.
So whose voice is on there?
The guys, Evan and Bobby and Danny all drove up.
Got it. Okay. Yep. Barrage Film says, great show. Respect from Argentina. Hoya, you guys are loved in Argentina.
I
huh?
love Argentina. Baya has it too. Argentina in general loves heavy music with flavor.
Yeah.
Patents. What you want me to do? They add we do angry the best and we do flavor the best. It is what it is.
I think any city, any country that battles for tough times loves heavy, hardcore, fucking real music.
For sure.
Drew, we got stories.
I remember when we went to fucking Argentina, Billy. That was incredible. My first, just one memory of Argentina was we flew over there on a pretty much empty plane. I remember everyone had like a row, and it was like a really good flight. And we show up at the airport, and we come out of the airport, and all of a sudden, this big cheer erupts, and there's all these people cheering, and we're like, we're looking behind us, like, who are they cheering for? And it was like 100 kids at the airport to meet Biohazard.
Yes,
that was
amazing.
all.
Those kids keep it real, man. Fucking
wow, it was.
Buenos Aires.
South America's like that. Like they live that shit. We talk about we live it, they live it.
Yeah,
for sure. Shout out to the savages down there.
I can't wait to go back there, man.
That was incredible. Christy Andrews says,
I'm not allowed to tour in Argentina without my wife. My wife's Brazilian.
Oh, she knows.
She knows.
She's smart.
Yeah.
And shout out to Poland and Ireland. Listen, wherever Biohazard and Madball is like the same type of gorilla. That the DNA of that Java Man / Cro-Magnon mix.
That's great. This is a weird question. For each of you. If you could have participated in one historical recording, what would it be? I don't know. I mean,
I played fucking a tambourine on one of the Temptation songs. I'll be happy with that. Like just to be in the room with Jameson, I'll be good.
I'll go next. I don't like being in a recording studio. That's not my thing. Like Billy, it's your thing. You love the recording studio, and you guys had a lot of patience. But I was there for a couple of great ones, and I must say probably the greatest one that I was really a part of the whole time would be Biohazard State of the World address. I was there for that whole thing. I documented the whole thing.
Yeah,
and that was probably with my limited amount of patience. That was incredible. And also, it was recorded in A&M Studios in the room where they did We Are the World, right? So it was
poor you. Yeah.
Billy, what about you?
On the planet.
For me to play on records, I don't know. I love being in the studio, but I would have to go with Hoya and pick some classic. I'm gonna go with fucking. Oh, you know what's fucking dope? You guys see the fucking Beatles, the new Beatles?
I haven't seen it.
He says Matty Anderson made me. He said you better go see it.
Matty said that.
Yep,
bro, guys, it's you watch these dudes who well. First of all, the image of them being clean cut, well spoken dudes is all manipulated by the people behind them, because you see these dudes just like us, regular dudes talking shit, cursing, drinking, smoking, fucking. They're just like real, like there's no guarded image that they're trying to pretend to be. And you watch them not stumble. You watch them like dance around these ideas that so well with some classic Beatles songs. Because I think the record ended up being Let It Be that they were making.
Maddie was telling me that the songwriting part is ridiculous.
It's unbelievable because they're singing words. I'm like, yo, John, that's not the fucking word. No. It's this.
Yeah,
he doesn't say it. And then eventually, like a week later, he changes it to something else. It's close, but not the same. They mix words around. I'm like, it's so fucking amazing.
Yeah, I gotta see it. It's on Disney, right? I think it's on the Disney Channel, right?
Disney Plus, yeah.
I heard about that is that McCartney and that they weren't happy with the original footage because all they took was the drama of them breaking up and fighting. And now that Peter Jackson, who directed The Lord of the Rings and King Kong and all that, he went back to a lot of this footage. Of course, it's never been seen before, and he kind of put it out there really the way it was. Those guys didn't hate each other's guts while they were recording that. You know, they were still had respect for each other, and you know.
Yeah, there's this one great scene where George Harrison quits, and they all talk about him, and they all make a plan to go over to his house, and they don't. And there was one thing they did. John and Paul come back after meeting with Ringo and George Harrison, and they didn't want to talk to camera, so they hit a fucking microphone in this catering area by the studio, and they record John and Paul talking about the shit. I was like, yo, that's fucking sly. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And they kept it in the fucking movie. And then you see Yoko Ono. I don't want to ruin it. Go check it out. It's fucking bad.
Here's one from our good friend RS70, who's a big graffiti historian, who says, "Were any of you jerk offs going to shows before you were rock stars?" Now, I could testify for this. I know both these guys. Of course, man. Billy, you of course. We all went to shows before, you know, right? Billy, what were some of the earliest shows you went to? L'Amour's, right?
Hold on. No, way before that. But first of all, let's back it up a little bit. Before we ain't rock stars.
Thank you.
Metallica, those
Hold
motherfuckers
on.
are rock stars.
Thank you. I was gonna wait for you to say something because I want to check that real quick. But I'm glad you said that.
So I remember I think maybe the Ramones, but I saw the first incarnation with Richie of Underdog play, and that shit was fucking. That's when I was like, Richie wasn't in the band. It was Carl. Sorry, remember Carl?
Yeah, of course, Carl Mosher.
Yeah. So Richie was out, and Carl came in. They sang a song called True Blue. I saw him, and I'm like, holy fuck, this fucking madhouse, and it was badass. It was in Albany, New York.
And Hoya, what are like first sort of?
No, yeah. What was the question again? That rock star shit threw me off because
did you go to shows before you were in a band?
Okay, well, of course. You know, I think that's the great thing about hardcore. That you go to it and you're like, I could do this. Yeah. And usually you're going with friends and you do it for that reason, to do, to kind of do something with your friends and to be able to go to the play in front of these like-minded people. But with that rock star thing, I just wanted to say, like, it's something that goes in our music scene, and I know it translates different to different people, and we got personal friends that use that, and that's cool and all that. But us personally, Madball, I can speak for Madball only. We don't use that word at all because we sleep on floors at airports. So when I hear rock star, I don't think of that. So we are motherfuckers that play in the band. And again, I ain't saying that shit on some, the trend. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need no points. Everybody knows how we do. But for us, that was too much of a buzzword. That nothing against it to whoever rocks with it. But for us, it's kind of like, we're the working man band. You know what I mean? And we good with that.
I think
working class hero.
Yeah, I think he's just being a little cheeky. He's a big supporter of the show. Good dude. Like but it instigated a good conversation, which we appreciate.
And I know what they meant because there's a convo with that in general. Like I had it with other friends. Like, what's the definition of a rock star?
Yeah,
to me, it's a rich dude. And they go, no, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with music. Again, so it's it's in our world. These are convos that the musicians have, or may have, or especially in our worlds that we linger in between worlds.
Shouting out Pugsy out in Jersey. What's happening, man?
Oh, Pug, yeah, hell yeah! Shout out to fucking Dirty Jersey.
Right?
For sure.
Yo, I just did a track. I'm working with the guys in Concrete Dream, and they're from Dirty Jersey. We got Isaac on the track too. It's fucking killer.
Oh yeah, he was. That's what he was talking about when he was on.
Yeah,
he was on before. He was talking about that.
We had a good time.
Yeah, but that's good to have the young guns out there doing some music and. And full circle, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Chris Edge says, Hoya, what's the definition of hardcore? Something to do with airport?
Yeah. So this is meaning a hardcore right here. like-minded people talking shit about other like-minded people. That's what I'm about.
That's great. Oh, Pugsy says, yo, he lives in Long Island now. All right. I
Yeah.
think of Jersey. I think of you, Pugsy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, Axl Rose is a rock star. That's for sure. Billy, you remember when you guys were doing State of the World Address and Slash and those Guns N' Roses guys came in and listened to the Biohazard stuff? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a crazy time.
I have
remember
it on video.
You do?
I do. Yeah,
that's killer. I remember at that phase of the time with the band, Evan was just fucking loving that shit, and it used to fucking bother me because I'm like, I remember one time I was playing guitar and this dude comes over and stands over me while I'm tracking, and I look up and he's got long black hair and was Christ, what's his name?
Slash.
John Christ from Danzig, the guitar player, remember?
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I help you? And he's like, oh, I'm just checking you play. Fucking pretty good, which I wasn't fucking good. I'm just struggling through, fucking trying to rip through my riffs. But it bothered me. I wasn't about that, man. And I know, you know, the rock star whole shit and that trip, to me, it's all about being in a van. I fucking love it. Which Sendog and I have had some great success in our career, him way more than me. But with Power Flow, like Hoya said, you slug it out. You start a new band, you go out, you stay in a fucking van. You share hotel rooms, and you fucking sleep in fucking benches at a fucking airport. It's real deal shit.
When I'm not into Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen, but it's that kind of mentality. Like, you know, if you know, we all hit certain things of success or whatever, and that's dope. We all want that. Who does it for something that we do? It's our babies. But it's like we want to be recognized that we grinded for this. Not like, oh, yo, we belong here because we were born here. Nah, it's like we work for everything we do because we got to do everything from the ground up. So that's why we want to show people our fucking stripes, that what it took to come up. You know, everybody wants to present themselves like they're all smooth. I like showing people our scars so they know, you know, we've been through that shit. You know, people
like us because it's real. There's no perpetrating like we're something we're not. You know, and
like
people see through that shit.
You know, ladies out there, for the ladies, I love stretch marks on a lady because that's like a real woman. You know,
your email is gonna blow up right now, dude. Good for you.
I'll go kiss stretch marks right
It's true, bro. 100%, man. Don't pile on the makeup. I like the beauty for what the beauty is. You know.
Yo, I got to shout out Hardcore Old School, man. He does a great job on
Amazing
Instagram.
job.
Yeah, he does a great job keeping this thing moving forward. Really great work, man.
Love it. Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff. Great. I follow and I love always keeping me fucking entertained, you know, finding.
And yo, if you're going to grab anything off my page, motherfucker, give me credit for it.
Yeah. I'm just learning how to do that whole tagging people. So I'm guilty of it too, but I don't do it out of spite. I do it out of being an old man and learning how to tag people and all that shit.
Yo, Toby, I remember I snagged something from one of Toby's posts once. And Toby called me. He's like, right away, bro, you can't do that. That's fucking my shit. You got to give me credit.
That's not in the rule books.
What the fuck, bro? Not a big
it
deal.
Happens to me every day.
Yeah, I love it.
Every day I post something on the New York Hardcore Chronicles page or something, and they just swipe it and grab it, and like, there you go. But whatever.
But it's a community, man. Just don't make money off it. Wait, somebody. Let's go back to it. Somebody wrote Thomas Starkey. Sorry, Drew. You're the director, but I got to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Evan want to be a rock star. That didn't work out on the Bio comeback album. I don't know what that means. I saw Evan at Scott's memorial here in LA. It's good to see him.
Evan almost came on the show today.
He did?
Almost. Yeah, I'm talking to Evan now. Almost.
That would have been great. He's living in Tulum, Mexico. I just heard.
That's right. And we've been talking, and you know,
that's good.
Listen. You know, Evan is a loved person, and whatever went down, whatever. But at this point, looking back, you guys influenced so many people. Evan was such a big part of it, man. People, you know.
Of course.
It's don't make me get involved in this, Billy.
I'm not. I just wanted to fucking point out some kid talk shit.
I'm being sarcastic, bro.
Evan loved Biohazard. You know, it was in his bones.
Yep.
He got caught up in the fame and the attention, and I think it ate at him a little bit. but he came back around, and he's he's living in Mexico. I saw a couple posts. I talked to Bobby the other day. Him and Bobby talked, and he's doing great. So God bless him. And
Yo,
I wish nothing but good shit for him.
I'll put a bullet in. You know what? Yo, I'm gonna give props here to Evan for a second. He was one in a certain way. Different people have different incredible talents, in this life and in this world. But he had this incredible talent, and Billy, I know you know this, is that no matter what was going on, that guy would put the bass on. We'd be at the Donington or Dynamo, and like he'd be bullshitting with me. We'd be playing dice. We'd be laughing. He'd nonchalantly put the bass on and turn around and walk out in front of 100,000 people and play an incredible show. He was an incredible showman. I will give him that.
Shout out to Evan.
While Billy, you were there stressing out.
Yeah, had Billy playing piano with one hand, guitar with the other, singing. He was like a
See, you know what? I spent more time fucking running shit that I think it took away a lot of my enjoyment of it, because I was busy. Yeah. Nobody gave a fuck.
I walked into a Biohazard backstage room one time, and Billy was on the floor counting money, and Evan was in the corner doing something naughty. He was doing something
on video somewhere, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, let's change the subject. Hey, Hoya, I see this is coming up. What's up with this? Hooligans Holiday?
Let's see what other show I'm playing. You tell me, Drew.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Drum roll, please.
Hold on, it's coming up.
That's my life right there. The hooligan. Okay, I knew.
Hey, Hoya. By the way, you're playing this show.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I actually knew about this, but I don't know what day. I'm assuming the last day. But this was something that my brother Rico would do in Kansas City that we actually played back in the day. It was a suited affair at the time, but it really is a good time because Rico really knows his music and he's spinning all soul and the vibe gets good. And then there's always a good mix of bands and the vibe is always good. And it's going to be a good time, man. This is going to be like a good weekend to plan the weekend around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're playing with Powerhouse on Sunday, bro.
Yeah. Now that's good. Oh, Sunday we're playing.
That's right. That's what Walter's talking about. The last day you're playing with Powerhouse.
Yeah. So we're doing, I think, Philadelphia in this show. So I forgot we had this, but yeah, man. Again, upstate. They're trying to make it happen, and hopefully everything goes smooth, and we could all go out and fucking make some noise with everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm psyched, man. I'm psyched. What else I got in store, Drew?
That's all I got so far, man.
Right,
I want to shout out the band Cropsey. They're playing the next all ages free matinee with Fahrenheit 451 reunion. I know I mentioned it before, but shout out to Fahrenheit. I want to shout out Cropsey, everybody in Cropsey. Welcome to our A7 family. We're looking forward to the show coming up 3 weeks from today, if it's going to happen, man. New York's kind of a crazy place right now.
Very crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of a drag. That said, what else? Well, good. Well, there you go.
Yeah, no, it was good to see you, man. I'm glad, man. I'm glad everything is good out west, man. Hopefully I can see you in real life.
Fuck yeah. Soon, man. Soon. I think it's the darkness before the fucking sunrise here, I think. It's the last one. Who knows? We said that about Delta.
Yeah.
New York's ugly right now, man. It's really bad up here.
Listen, Florida, let me just say this for everybody. Florida is beautiful. So come to me. We're here.
How's things out there, Billy?
LA's great, man. It's cool. I got a lot of people that, they get sick, but it's fucking over in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's going to become a fucking cold. That's what it is.
Yeah, basically. People forget that we get colds too. But anyway, that's another story.
Darren says, Billy, you should come over to the UK again. Please come to Wales, as I'd like to have a beer with you. Oh, it's a good reason to,
fuck yeah,
to come to.
I'm working with a band from Leeds. So once this shit opens up, I'm going to be in Leeds. So
shout out to Davy
Jones.
Throw away. He's Welsh, ain't he? Davy Jones?
Davy Jones from...
He's Welsh, ain't he?
Is he?
No,
From the-
yeah,
from the
not
Monkees.
Davy Jones from the Monkees. The other guy, Jones. What's his name? The
What?
yeah, what's his name? The Playboy guy, the white guy from the 70s. All the women threw panties at him.
Oh,
Jones.
fucking.
No,
No,
Davy
it's
Jones sang for the Monkees, baby.
Yeah, not that Davy Jones. The other guy. Beautiful to make love
Yeah.
like this.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Yo, you know Doyle from the Misfits, his favorite artist, musical artist, Tom Jones.
Well,
Yeah.
Tom Jones is Welsh, by the way. So
Yeah,
He is? I thought he was
Yeah.
American.
I
No.
thought so too. I was wrong.
Wow.
yeah. That's Doyle's favorite musical artist.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's dope, man. He mad panties thrown at him.
Well, listen, that was.
He's immune to all these diseases. Just that panty stuff all on him. Forget
Oh,
it.
Cropsy's playing that show with Madball as well up there in New York.
Oh, shout out to Cropsy. There you go.
See? Listen,
Thank you.
Hoya, if you ever need to know what's going on with the band,
Tune into the Hardcore Chronicles. They'll let you know what your band is playing.
yo, shouting out the take.
Shout out to the take, fucking Dick Shepler. I love you,
Oh.
everybody.
That's great. All right, Billy, anybody you want to shout out?
Nah.
Nah. Fuck it.
I want to shout out Roger. I didn't see him, but that dude's fucking survived the fucking wrath of fucking battles. So Roger, God love you, bro.
Yeah.
Keep kicking ass, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Billy, we'll be in touch. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace
All right,
out,
guys.
man. Talk.
Happy New Year, guys. Good to see
Thank
you.
you.
Peace.
Happy New Year to you and your family.
Later, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
See you.
Yeah, we love that guy, bro.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. So,
Shout out to everybody in the chat room. I don't want to be answering while they're talking, but I see your messages. I see you motherfuckers talking
yeah,
shit.
the chat. Yeah, let's see. Maruzio says, great show tonight. Good night for all in Italy.
Italy, I love you, Italy. Tom Jones. Well, let me see. Let me touch on.
Yo, they love Madball in Italy, huh?
Who else? Sex Bomb. He's from Wales. Yeah, exactly. Chris Andrews. We see you out there. We see you. Kevin Haggerty. You know what's up?
Hegs, what's up?
Yeah, for sure. We out here. We see you. What's crack-a-lacking?
You know what, man? I'm not going to sleep until this biohazard thing gets sorted out, bro. I'm telling you.
I think there's hope in the horizon.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make me get involved in this shit, bro. But because I will. You know? So I'm just.
I think the lack of music makes people want to do music more. You know what I mean? So Belfast, shout out to all my Belfast people. Let me tell you, shout out to Belfast has had some hardcore shit.
Belfast is hardcore, yo.
Listen, a quick story. When we first played Dublin in the early 90s, we were supposed to play Belfast and Dublin. And the Belfast show got canceled because those cars being blown up still in the streets, whatever. But a bunch of the crew from Belfast came down to Dublin. And I never forget them. They always came down to Matt, just how they were and how grateful. And they were like, dude, we wish you guys could come to Belfast, but right now there's shit blowing up in the streets. But Belfast loves New York hardcore. And we've been back since, but shout out to the fucking Dublin.
Chris Andrews
Belfast,
says, yo, I met
Irish.
Chris Andrews says, I met you there, Hoya, in Belfast in 2018.
Boom. There you go. That's one of the later ones. Yo, shout out to all you, again. A lot of love out there. You know, we even got to play in Ireland. We got to play Cork. We played Dublin. You know, we've been around a little bit with the Irish. You know, shout out to the Irish. We New York. You know, New York is Irish and Dutch.
There you go.
Know?
Frank Nichols says, Frank Nichols says, when's the new Madball album coming out?
You guys ask Drew. He knows my shows. He'll know when that.
Hold on. Funny you should ask about the new Madball record. Right now, Madball is currently writing and getting ready to demo out all the great new material with their fantastic new guitar player who will be on the show.
Yeah, exactly. We're working on Estrahoff, and shout out to Rosie. I remember that club with Rikers. But we've been working on a new album, but we took a little bit of a break. Estrahoff, and that's a classic spot we used to play. I remember that
with Rikers.
We're working on an album, and hopefully, when we're able to play it, we don't want to put something out and not be able to support it. So hopefully, when shit gets ironed out, we'll be in your backyards. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah, of course. Need Madball back out on Long Island ASAP. One love.
Always. Long Island, that's our second home. Long Island is home, Yeah, there you go. I've been listen, I've been to more Irish spots than most freaking New York Irish people been. So look they would call me a black Irish, I think. If I was
you're like dude from you're like dude from Thin Lizzy. You're like you're like that black Irish dude.
I'm an imported Irish. Top of the morning to you.
Upstate Rick says, I love you guys. Great show. Real quick, Hoya, what's the best kind of fish?
The best kind of fish? You know what kind? No, salmon and corvina, and in Spanish, corvina. I don't know what it is, but those are my two favorite fishes out there.
You still smoking weed out of apples?
Old school, baby. Listen, Blood Clot ain't the only guy on that green shit. I ain't new to this, everybody. Shout out to Toby, Blood Clot, grass, fucking trees. Who else we got in there? Ball of Destruction, AJ Bender, you know what's up. Hobo Cakes. That's a good name, Hobo Cakes. Tom Jones is the man. There's some good names. What is that? Darren Dingle. Oh, I thought it would have been Darren Dingleberry. That would have been better.
I'm looking
Two-legged fish. That's a good one.
I'm looking back a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah, what do we got? Yeah,
AJ Bender says Madball's supposed to be coming to Columbia, South Carolina in January, right? Listen, let me handle this, bro. Let me handle this. Bro, if you think that Madball's coming down to Columbia, South Carolina in a couple weeks, man, you better let go. You better let that fart out, kid.
Thank you. And there you go. To be honest with you, my man, I don't know what we're doing, but everything that Drew put up, I think we're doing those. So we'll rock with that for now. I really don't know what's going on because, again, things are coming in real time. I guess, even with the shows, we're taking things as slow as possible. But, yeah, everybody, I know you guys got a lot of European guys. This is for my European hardcore family. This is my web store. My brother Theo runs it. This is in-house, you know what I mean? This ain't like another company that does it. This is, Madball family right here. So they do the international stuff.
Oh, this is the Europe. This is Europe. Okay, yes. So I got it.
Yeah, but the EU is my brother Theo. So it's me and him. And it's not like, a license to a company, This is still fam. But the CasaDeRock.com is just America because, again, I don't want to be charging crazy numbers on the international, but soon, everybody. But thank you to everybody who's been supporting me, especially the Patreon family. I want to say something quick about the Patreon to everybody listening. Patreon lets us get creative with our thing, meaning like it helps us do all the extra stuff on our podcast, on the spot type of thing. So that's where that shit comes into handy because people want to wonder where this goes. Well, the millions that me and Drew get, the millions. Exactly. No, but on the real, it helps us invest in the show and do all this other cool shit and make shit happen, and not have to worry about it because, and because of the Patreon, it helps the whole thing move. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the Patreons, man. That's taking support to the next level. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, I want to shout out Al Mitchell from Circus of Power. One of my favorite New York, rock bands. He sang for Crucial Truth before then, coming from real old school New York hardcore roots. Al Mitchell. Here's just want to throw up my Patreon there. I know I got a lot of people. I feel I'm superstitious. I feel like if I don't put it up, I put it up every show, so I gotta throw it up there a second. And everybody who is on my Patreon page, all my patrons get this book for free. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, Volume 1, 1980 to 1989. It's a great, all the flyers from a flyer perspective from a lot of people and a bunch of people that aren't with us. You hear from Todd Youth in this book, Jack Flanagan, Kenny Aarons, the original singer for Urban Waste, God rest his soul. If you're interested in buying the book and you're not a patron, here is the link. It's available at www.stonefilmsnyc.com. So don't be shy, buy the book. Yeah, I got mine. Incredible walk through. Yo, send me your address. I'll send you a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Again, Patreon. Shout out to you guys for making it and everybody supporting. And for you can everybody who's on my Instagram, you can hit my Patreon. It's on the links on there. If anybody wants to support there, or just when you see a post, even forwarding the post is a big support to all our avenue. You know what I mean? To everybody's stuff. So if you can't do something financially, just you putting a repost, that's helping the whole movement, move. And that's what we need. We need everybody to be a spoke in the wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can order the book in Europe. Cortex has it. I don't know if the link is up today because it's a holiday, but I just shipped them a whole bunch.
Shout out to Cortex.
Yeah, shout out to Cortex, who does a lot for us. Yeah, Larry,
Look at that. That's that Casa de Rock.
Yo, was that your phone blowing up that you just got a new patron?
It might be. It might not. I can tell you this. You see this? That shit is printed by your boy in-house, baby. When you get a package from us, these dirty mugs most likely was all up on your shit. So
Larry Kelly just jumped on your Patreon, bro. See?
Yo, shout out. No, thank you to everybody who supports. And same thing I even say. You don't want to support me, you support Drew. You support Isaac, you support the Post America. As long as you're supporting somebody in the trenches, I got your back.
Cool. Good. All right. What do you say we go have some dinner, huh?
Yeah. I think my children should eat. Maybe they deserve to.
Yeah, what is it?
I guess.
But hey, that was a lot of fun. We got to do it again, man.
Absolutely. We're going to do some Smokin Word mashup also with you, Drew. We're going to talk about maybe doing some special things in the next month to come, like we talked behind the scenes. But yo, shout out to everybody. I'm glad you invited me on to do this.
It was great.
This is perfect. It was good to see everybody. I was glad to see Roger. To be honest with you, that's my highlight right there because that's my big brother. And we do all the, same thing with you. You're some of the guys. This is why we get to do this. So shout out to all you. Shout out to all the OGs that are still in the mix, feeding and growing with us. So
it was great. Let's keep in touch, and I'll have a happy New Year. You
too, man. Everybody out there, we love you. CasaDeRock.com, Smokin Word Podcast, New York Hardcore Chronicles. We love you, and we out.
I'll talk to you soon.
Peace out.
Well, there you have it. This was the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live. My co-host today was Hoya Rock. What are you doing, bro?
I haven't left this spot. This has been such a good show.
It was crazy.
It really has. This one could have kept going. Everyone was great. This is really a terrific show.
I like having a co-host,
Well, you guys, that's great chemistry there, and excellent. In fact, I got to say, while I was left alone, I didn't have a Christmas because I'm 6 days into quarantine, so I had to spend a little money. I went over to Casa de Rock.
Nice.
Boom. And I bought a few things. So
AJ Bender's asking, any shows going on anywhere New Year's Eve or the night before? Yo, New York is in chaos right now. Murphy's Law's playing New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah, at the Kingsland.
At Kingsland. There you go. Yeah.
Murphy's
Law is playing New Year's Eve. Hey, Debo. Shouting out Debo the Pro up at New York Hardcore Comics. Thank you so much for your support, Debo, man. Seriously. What's up, the governor? Frankie Too Far. What's going on? Frankie Too Far is DJing this show. We are excited. We are excited about this. Sunday, February 6th. All ages hardcore matinees are back on the Bowery featuring the governor, a.k.a. Frankie Too Far. He will be.
Yes.
There you go. It is Sub-Zero, the High and the Mighty. We're doing a reunion. Zum is playing with us on guitar. Murderers Row, Dark Side, NYHC, and Skitopolis. Get your shoes and socks on, kids. It's right around the corner. So that is a good one. Hey, do you know what's happening? You know what's coming up on the next show?
What do we got?
The next show is is this. Is Charlie Benante Jaws show,
Yes.
bro.
We're
I gotta
gonna need
watch
a bigger boat.
That's a week from today. Yo, everybody has to watch Jaws again in lieu of this show. This is
Do your homework, people.
A week from today. Everybody's got to watch Jaws again. I know I'm going to.
He apparently owns that tank you see with him there.
Yeah,
that's from his personal collection.
Hey, you know, I know a lot of people are asking about Evan Seinfeld and that I had had a conversation with him and all that. Yeah, I'm talking to Evan these days. Evan's doing well. He almost came on the show today, but I think eventually, hopefully, he will come on, and we have nothing but love for that guy. So
that would be amazing.
Yeah, we'll get there, man. We'll get there. He has some new music. He's in the studio, and stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So, all right, that's it. You want to shout anybody out before the new year?
You know what? I want to shout out the governor. We got to get the governor on as a guest photographer one of these days.
Yeah, we do. I'm a big.
He's a Renaissance man. He's a DJ. He's a photographer. He's a musician.
Talking about doing a maybe Step Too Far reunion one of these days. I told him just let me know.
Yes.
Just let me know.
Yeah, bring it to Barry Electric.
Of course. Where else? All right. Hey,
yes.
I'll talk to you soon.
Everybody, take care. Happy New Year.
Okay. Well, there you go. Great show today. Loved it. And thanks so much for chiming in the chat room. It was awesome. It's great having, 30th anniversary. Exactly. You let me know. As a matter of fact, we're gearing up to do this. Rampage Mosh Fest is Sunday, April 3rd. So we're starting to put this together now. There you go. Rampage Mosh Fest 3. Rampage Fest 3. It's going down. That said, once again, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a happy new year. All the best to you and your family. We will see you a week from today with Charlie Benante and the Jaws Show. Until then, do good things, and good things will come to you.